to the long run. With you, the one and only piano man. Piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Roll tide, roll, say it loud. He don't give a piss about nothing but the tide. Bama blood in his veins, got that crimson pride. F them trees, yeah, we said it out loud. And I love honeybees, now play it proud. We talking football, basketball, big time recruits. If they ballin' in the South, we lacing up the truth. Hood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie. Tougher than nails, smooth, not sorry. Roll tide, roll, it's in the soul. From Tuscaloosa to the Super Bowl. Wood piano man plays better than three-stroke Charlie.
And good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Long Run Piano Man. And we brought on to the stage none other than my partner in crime, my big brother, is the Bishop, Mr. Boomer Sooner. Yeah, forge forward by fire only. Good morning, Bishop. How you doing, man?
What's up, family? Ready for another day?
Oh, yeah, man. Welcome to Truthful Thursday. Yeah, to tell the truth. Now, Bishop, I'm going to tell you this. After our little quote unquote production meeting, that's what you want to call it.
Yeah.
Our little production meeting. Now we know how to really address some things without compromising anything. And I love those production meetings. And I'm going to kind of open up our show today with a quote unquote with a parable, if you will. And
Sure.
I think one of the best ways to do it is from something that I'm very, very familiar with, that's very, very popular with me, and that's the Bible. Okay. And Jesus made the statement one day and said, "You shall know the truth." The truth. And when you go and you look that word up, Bishop, truth is no more than what is the basis of a reality. It's the basis of a reality.
Right.
Truth is not an opinion. Truth is the basis of what's real, what's a reality. And so when we deal with Truthful Thursday, we have to deal with what's real. The show today is not designed, Bishop, and I'm gonna I want you to speak on this. Today's show is not designed just for you to get something off your chest of an opinion. That's why I made the statement the other day, and I'm gonna sort of beat Bishop to the punch. But if he wants to repeat it, he can feel free to do it.
No. I got your back. We a team. We're good.
Because when Bishop says documentation beats conversation, in other words, reality, truth trumps opinion. And I think that what ends up happening a lot of times is that we say certain things, Bishop, and have no facts to back them up. None at all. And so, Bishop, today going to be basically your day because of the fact that you really have inspired me to continue to seek truth. Truth. Not just opinion, and opinions are good. Opinions are good, but opinions are neither right or wrong. They're just opinions. It's a belief system. So, Bishop, before we get into the chat there and everything, hey man, give a shout out this morning.
All right, I'm giving a shout out to Piano Man. You one of a kind. That's big salute to everybody. Let's just say what Piano Man just said let it sink in to the incorruptible seed that's in each one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And understand when you're dealing with truth, you're dealing with likeness. And when you're dealing with likeness, you're dealing when that truth connects with what's already inside of you, then it creates and develops your reality.
You got it. You got it. You got it. And so today is going to be a fun show, and we don't want anybody to get their feelings hurt because we want to hear your truth. We want to hear the truth. We want to hear the truth of the matter. But if you're coming with some document, like the bishop said, documentation, you know what, Bishop, I might have to get you a T-shirt and send it to you, bro. With that documentation beats
Be
conversation.
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 Hey, and on the back, forged by fire. Forged forward by fire.
Forged forward by fire. Because fire will never forge you backwards.
No.
It will never forge you backwards.
And if I can enlighten our family here, because you guys are family, is that understand they never told us that promotion comes through a fire test. We had no idea. When you start understanding that, do you know how powerful you are? You have now connected with a divine natured seed that's been waiting for this connection. And now that you know, now when stuff starts going a little haywire, let's say thank you and keep pushing.
See, Dwight already got good morning to my producer, Dwight. He said, I got some truth. Piano man be working me today.
Hey, you gotta take that one. Take it.
I gotta take that, man. I know, you know what? Hey, look, I'm gonna do something real special for my producer, Dwight. I got to. I don't know exactly what it is called, man, but I hit Dwight up one morning around 3:30. I said, I need this in the show. He first question. He said, what you doing up so early? Man, I'll be on. Listen, the truth of the matter is, Dwight is right. But the other part of that truth is I really don't be trying to, but he has helped me. That's the real truth, Bishop. The real truth, and I'm on a serious tip right here. The real truth is this man has helped me so until in the logistics of things, he's all I had to lean on. So I don't know what to do. See, that's the real truth. So yeah, I work him to death because the real truth is I don't know what to do. You know, I'm one of these guys, Bishop. I'm not one of these guys who's in the spotlight like this and leading this, who acts like that he's done this at the work of his own hands. No, sir. It's Dwight, it's y'all with the 401k crew, you, Twister, KT, Coach Carl, Coach Al, Uncle Jay, Governor, OG Gill, Susan, Carla, G Baby, my sister Kimberly. Man, it's a lot of y'all that we form a team. You see what I'm saying? And it just so happens that I just the leader. But if it wasn't for the team and everything, the truth of the matter is, man, I would be looking like a fool. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, Dwight, I work you to death. That's the truth. But the truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for Dwight showing me how to do stuff, but if it also wasn't for Dwight doing some things, Bishop, bruh, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'm just being honest with you. So, hey, shout out to Dwight and his truth, Bishop, and his truth. Shout out to Dwight.
But then, what I was gonna say is that I think a lot of times we always knew it behind the deal, but we always wanted someone to treat us as if we got some common sense and we can handle it. But there's oftentimes people want to sugarcoat something, and it makes it worse. Because when the truth does land, man, it's got a crater to land in, and it hurts worse.
Bishop, get the white up off me, man. I don't even know if I can let
No,
go.
the white, you better get this. Hey, he came up with the segment. You just hitting that out of the park.
I don't even, listen. Woo, woo. My mind, Bishop, is always racing, bro. It's always racing.
Yeah.
I'm being honest with you. And because I do things, and to be quite honest, Bishop, I do this for y'all, for us, you know, and I'm not trying to get anything out of it. I just love to see people talk to each other. Man, this world filled with folks, we always hollering at each other and snapping at each other. But here's the one spot where we can all talk to each other. And we don't want to, and we don't always agree. No, we don't always agree, but we never leave out angry. We don't leave out angry and everything, but we leave out, I want us to leave out enlightened and saying, hey, I got somebody that's got my back, even though they might not agree with me, but they got my back. And Bishop, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, they allowed me to they allowed me to speak my truth, and they didn't try to tear me down or counsel me.
Yeah.
This is never going to be where you're going to get counseling. You
Right.
might step on some corns on some people's feet, but hey, that's family. What do you want? You know good and well you and your brothers and sisters used to fight like dogs, but let somebody come against them, then you got problems. So
Yeah,
hey,
man.
hey, it's all good. And hey, this Thursday we set it off. Everybody get your truth in. Gonna let it fly.
Yeah, let it fly, man. Just keep it respectful. That's all we ask. Just keep it respectful.
Hey, speak your truth. And Bishop will deal with P. I got you. I got you back.
You better deal with it before I eat my oatmeal now.
Nah, dude. Hey, this is family. And more than anything, can I tell you what my truth is?
Okay.
Is that oftentimes in this arena, you don't get avenues like this where you can actually come together and people want to be there. And if somebody got something to add, you have a space to do so. It's very rare in these streets, as I would put it. And that's my truth.
I hear you, man. I appreciate it. And I appreciate you, Bishop. Now, here's my truth. We're going to get to this chat over here. Because you know how we do it, Bishop. You know how we do it. That's the truth.
Yeah.
You know how we do it.
We do?
That's right.
Boy,
First
they
thing
hopping now. Look, they on fire now.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Well, I got to go ahead and put this on. Here we go. You know who's in the house. Let's get it. Here we are. Wait a minute. Where'd it go? Yeah, here it is. Oh yeah, Bishop. Who in the house, Bishop?
Is that Lady Latoya?
That's Lady Latoya. You know how it is. Lady Latoya. Oh, I forgot to do one thing for Lady Latoya. You know how I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, buddy.
Lady Latoya. Yeah.
What's up, Latoya?
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, you got your own theme song, Lady Latoya, and well deserved. As much as you do for us, we really do appreciate you.
And and check this out, Bishop. Have you noticed all the ladies got their theme song now?
Yeah. Did they check that out? Did they check that out?
Wait a minute, Latoya. He said, "I think this is my favorite one." I hear you, Lady Latoya. Only you see, Lady Latoya started that. That's who started. I gave her that after I met her. I said, I'm gonna do something for Latoya. I got Latoya. Thank you, Latoya. That's our favorite one. Hey, what's up, Bama Hater? What's up, man? What's up, bro? Good, yeah, man. Bama Hater, man. You know I love you, bro. You a legend. Man. Oh, Bama Hater, you all are coming to A-Day, right? Because if you and Legend come, man, we can all sit down and let's do something together at A-Day right quick. Man, you Bama Hater, Legend, and Piano Man. Bishop, see, man, that's why you need to hop on a plane, bro. Bishop, listen, you know what? Since the Lord said I can ask for what I want, since his word abide in me, I can ask for what I want. And that thing, you know, his word abide in me and I abide in him. I could ask for what I will. You know what I'm going to ask for?
What you ask for?
A corporate plane.
Ooh. I second that. I'll second that.
I'm going to ask for a corporate plane, with pilot and everything. And fly and have that plane, the pilot fly out to where you are. You catch and let's go.
All right. Well, it sounds good. Hey, I ain't mad at you, and I don't block. I get right in there. Yeah, yes and amen. Shalom.
Shalom. And it is so.
It is so.
Hater said, I anticipate coming. I agree with the collaboration. I'm still getting my security team together. Well, Bama Hater, if that's the case, I better get me a security team too. Hint, hint. I wish Governor was here. Governor knows, he know exactly what we talking about. But anyway, Bama Hater, man, let's get together, bro. If you anticipate coming, let's get together. We've already said for those of us here at the Long Run, Bama Hater, we said that we were going to meet at the statues, with Nick Saban statue at 10 o'clock a.m. on the 11th. That's what we said we would do. So we got this. All right. So come on in. Bishop, boy, man, this chat is jumping. I don't know if we behind schedule or what's happening, but anyway, guess who else is here, Bishop?
Give me a hell yeah.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God.
Yeah, buddy. You know who's here? It's none other than the GOAT. The GOAT is him. The GOAT is him. Is Linda P. The first lady's here. What's up, Linda P? What the business is? You know, quit playing.
Yeah, you never find.
Boom. A Linda P like mine. What's up, Linda P? What the business
I
is?
take good care of you. That is what.
See.
Look, I'm being messy, y'all. Bishop feeling good.
Yeah, man, we got it going on. Here we go. Who else is it? William Bryant, Roll Tide, my man.
Yeah, salute.
Salute to you. Good to see you. Got Bama Hater. What's up, Jeff? Roll Tide, brother. Roll Tide, roll. Bama is the truth. You got that right. And that's just the reality of some stuff, man.
All right.
Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy.
No mercy.
Roll Tide, no mercy. Stephen Hicks and the Voices of No Mercy wish you nothing outside except the Alabama Crimson Tide. He wishes you nothing but the absolute worst that could ever happen.
And I don't expect anything less from him. I appreciate you because that's his truth and he stands on it.
Him and OG Gill, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst. Then you know, OG Gill and Susan, they part of the CO crew there. So, you know, but good to see you all. You know,
they're part of my family.
They're part of the family, man. Latoya, we got her, Steven, Bama Hater. What's up, Twister? Hey, man, big salute to my dog, Twister. That's my dog there. Good to see you, Twister. Hey, man, you, Bino. Hey, my GM is here. Bino's here. Bino, Twister, Dwight, my producer, my truck drivers, Icebox, and any other truck driver that's out there. The true American heroes help keep America great. It's not some darn politician. It's guys like Twister, Bino, Icebox, Coach Carl, Dwight, truck drivers everywhere of any caliber, FedEx, Amazon, it doesn't matter. Thank you all for what y'all do. Thank you all for what y'all do. Okay, so William Bryan, good to see you, my man. Twister, good, always good to see you. Roll Tide, salute to you, Twister. Salute to you, my brother. Salute to you. Uh-oh. And speaking of security, it's the governor, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
What's up, governor?
Not security.
Security. The governor is here.
Governor is here.
Somebody go get some kids. Somebody, the governor. Governor,
Yep.
we already said at A Day, I'm gonna need security. Hint, hint.
You know, man. You know what? Try to start a blessed day. And piano stuff
Man.
already.
How you doing, Governor? We missed you yesterday, bro.
Going good. These damn kids getting on my nerves. What of us knew?
Oh well.
Hey, look, that's why Governor said, he said, I need my Thursday. Let me come on here.
I need to get mine. Somebody got to get it. Somebody got to get it.
Oh, so what's on your mind, Gov? What's on your mind?
Hot take. What's the hot take? And I can roll from there. This I know. No. Matter of fact, I'm sorry. You got the hot take. What's the hot take for right now?
Well, you know what? Go ahead, Bishop.
No, you go ahead, Pete.
Well, it's really no hot take. The hot take is today is Truthful Thursday. First time we're launching this, and what it is designed to do is to the truth, and we've identified what truth is, and we're not gonna just go on opinion. We want some truth on some stuff. So whatever your truth is, whatever the truth is that can be backed up and everything, Governor, that's what we're talking about. We still gonna have fun with this, even though I know half the folks still gonna give an opinion, which I don't care, cause it is what it is. But today is Truthful Thursday. Tell your truth, and that's your hot take. That's gonna be the hot take. Now, Bishop said, if you say something and I've got to get on you, Bishop said he gonna deal with me later. Bishop better catch me before I eat my oatmeal. That's all.
Hey, Governor, how you gonna put something out there and then put some guardrails on it?
Hey, don't the government do it?
Hey, won't they do it?
Won't they do it?
We're gonna keep that off the airwaves. Keep that conversation off the airwaves right there, because that truth to you behind. Tell the police. Don't do that. I always say most
governor told
opinions.
With governor being in politics, and he said, "Don't do it." I guess I better not do it.
Do that. Everybody.
I better not do it. But let me go back to the chat right quick. I see DSGB, my brother out of Georgia, representing them dogs. What's up, DSG? Yeah. And let me see it. Wow. Jeff, Twister, Bama Hater, got all of them. Wait a minute. Did I see Ken, the Bama fan? Did I see? There you go. What's up, Ken, the Bama fan? Roll Tide, bro. Good to see you. And I think that's about it at the top of the mountain there. We're going back down to the bottom of the hill.
See, Bishop.
Yes, sir.
See, people always want to know our truths, but then you can't handle the truth. Jack Nicholson can't handle the truth.
Well,
hurt too deep.
Hey, but see, here's the thing about it. If they really knew the truth and what people really thought, you would rather the truth than what you're getting.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, snap.
About to start the hot topic. Let's start it.
Yes, look. We're playing tennis over here. Piano man watching the show.
Because the reason why I'm gonna use the famous logo, probably in sports, most sports, the Crimson Tide. Right? We're gonna talk. We're gonna keep it football, so we're gonna speak our truth about football. If we really wanted to speak the truth about football, I think the truth will hurt because some individuals on either side on where they're thinking will start to look at themselves as, well, damn, do I align with that side? Because the anger that I'm having, not me per se, I'm giving the analogy, the anger that that person could be having on what's being spewed out, they might not accept that.
Mm. Well,
Well,
Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
yes, I
mm,
do. Well, well, let here in the adage of this day and age, if you really want to obtain what you're really trying to obtain, you're gonna want the truth because it gets you closer to your goal. But not everybody can handle the truth. So now we're cutting the wheat from the tares, aren't we?
Yeah, they know, or because you, it's so many spec, you know the truth but don't want to say the truth, or
Mm.
you
mm.
we should only believe in your truth and you not accept our truth,
Mm. Oh, so eloquently put.
or
Then
or
go,
the,
go, go.
or it's the truth that you always wanted to say but couldn't say it around certain people because now you're gonna be exiled out. That's why I said the truth hurts deep in all different types of phases. The truth doesn't just, the truth is not only just supposed to be spoken for you to prove a point. The truth is actually opening your eyes to what do you actually believe in from
Mm,
right.
mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. You don't say something right there.
Said a
You
lot.
know you have.
Said a lot without saying too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it's to say you said you wanted truth. Do you really want the truth, or do you
le-
want this so you could be comfortable and have a conversation?
uh, uh, here's the crux of the whole thing. If if you would know that if you got comfortable with the truth, it would bring you a natty, you would do it.
Yes.
But see, some people talk a good game, while others get comfortable and live through that game.
Mm, mm.
Well,
Be-
Bishop,
Uh-huh.
before, because I want you to kind of elaborate, because this is what I was going to say.
Go ahead.
Some people talk a good game while others are the game.
Mm.
Chew. But let me expound because y'all done hit right in that main vein, and so let's get it on out there. At times, people want to put on masks
Mm.
Ooh.
when others realize have found the truth of the formula that in order to get they reach their goal, that you got to be uncomfortable.
Mm. Mm. You see, when you bring about, when you say, we want to have this is the standard. The last two coaches who we put on a high pedestal, first of all, well, rightly deserved. That is just is what it is. It's rightly deserved. But you say you want the truth. Well, the two guys that's up there, didn't they give y'all the truth?
Mm.
Regardless if you liked it or not, they gave you the truth. But now we have a whole way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
You tell parts of the truth and we run with it.
Right.
Parts.
Parts of the truth that's benefited for you.
Aha.
Mm-hmm.
Ha.
Oh shit! I don't. Let me go ahead.
Yeah. Hold up now.
Another pot.
Then it,
I told y'all to catch me before I ate my oatmeal. I done ate my oatmeal. Now go for it.
Pot brewing. You go ahead and let that boy that water start to
Woo-wee.
go and
The
get this.
water hot now. That's all I'm
Now
gonna tell
water
you
hot.
now. The
I
water
look.
hot now.
I,
Saying now, but
P going to jump in. I'm gonna let that simmer because that one is
okay.
about to explode.
See, here's something, Governor, that I'm going to say. When you talked about parts of the truth, that's just going to benefit you or benefit what it is your what it is going to just benefit your argument.
Oh.
But you're actually leaving out the crux of the truth that's going to make the whole thing of what you're talking about, not you, JB, but what they're trying to propagate, you know, is weak as water. You know it is, because you're leaving out the crux of the truth, the crux of it. Let me give a good example. The truth of the matter is, so let me just deal with what Bama Hater said right here, because I'll start your stuff, Bama Hater. So I just want you to know I started. So just about everything that you said, I'm gonna put it on the big screen. Bama is average. Is that truth or is it opinion?
What's average?
So you have to define average.
Right, there you go. There you go.
You have to define average. The last I checked, now here we go. The last I checked, there's this book that's out called The Enemy Called Average. In this book, The Enemy Called Average, Bishop and Governor, the author defined average as just being on top of the bottom.
Right.
That's what average means, on top of the bottom. So, Bama Hater, if Bama is average, how long Miami been average?
How long?
So since we're having friendly dialogue, this is coming from a fan base that didn't even play for their conference championship.
Well,
Won it fair and square. And y'all got in simply because you beat Notre Dame. True or false?
true.
That's the truth of the matter. So, yeah, you all played for Natty. Yeah, y'all did. But the truth is, you lost. Just like the rest of us that didn't make it. That's what we all got in common. So when you telling me, Bama Hater, that Bama is average, so what is Bama on the top of the bottom of? We were 11-4. Is that what makes us average? So if Bama's average, what is Georgia? If Bama's average, what is
Texas?
Texas. If Bama's average, what is Oklahoma? If Bama's average, what is Miami? Because Miami didn't win anything either.
Are you gonna come?
Not the standard of SEC or college football anymore. Another 4-loss season will get DeBoer the boot. Are you sure about that? Or is that just an opinion? I like Governor, you know me, I like taking things apart. I love taking it apart. Because when you say Bama is average, 30 SEC championships is not average. That's actually unheard of. How many ACC championships does Miami have? Let's just start right there. Since Bama's average, here's another one. Here's another one. I can almost agree with you on this one, but here we go. Right here. Governor, true. The 2001 Miami Hurricanes are the greatest team of all time.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
The greatest of all time?
That's a lie.
Can we tell why? Where's the documented proof that they're the greatest?
My thing is, you're only using that, and they will only use that to use their NFL careers as an achievement. But if you're going to say Miami's the greatest team of all time, you're talking about a college career, not an NFL career.
The 2001 Miami Hurricanes are the greatest team of all time.
That's a lie.
The 1992 Alabama Crimson Tide could say that same claim, and they whipped up on a good Miami team that night.
No, the thing is, I would even throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing. I'm about to say a team that didn't even get a chance to go play for the national championship. What about the Auburn Tigers when they were undefeated in the SEC? They went undefeated in the SEC, and they got snubbed from going to the national championship.
Salute, Twist.
Roll Tide, you guys. Salute to you, Bishop.
Jason
I want to chime in on this. Bama hater. You saying that y'all the greatest championship back in 2001? Okay. What about Alabama's 2011? What about Alabama's 2015? What about Alabama's 2017?
Alabama's 2020.
Yeah, Alabama's 2020. Or Nick Saban's first championship 2009. Or I will go back even further. The same team that beat y'all in 1992 while y'all was talking so much smack. And Alabama dog walked y'all all the way out of New Orleans. Okay, buddy. But we average, though. Nice try, though. Nice try.
You could say the
Can I
LSU
go back
Tigers.
even further? What? Hey, Bishop, Twister, Governor, how about the 1979 Alabama Crimson Tide?
I gotta look that up on that. That's way before my time.
Check that one out. Lot of greatness there. When you talk about greatness, let me see. I'm gonna throw you another one. Let me see. What year was that? Florida did the doggone thing. And when we identify great, we're just talking about those that are undefeated. But what about some of those teams that lost the game but still won a natty?
We did. Plenty of times.
Alabama did it plenty of times.
2011.
Florida
15,
did it. Florida lost the Ole Miss Tebow. Y'all remember that? And
yes.
Came back and whipped up on everybody. Had a wake-up call.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can also remember one night, Bama hater. I want to say you all played, was it Ohio State?
Ooh.
And they smashed y'all.
Ooh. Hey, it's way too real now. Ain't no turning back. You got to go all in now.
Let me see.
You want to talk about history, buddy? We can't play that game with you, buddy.
Can't say that you're the great football team of all time in college, we're only going to use their NFL careers as leverage.
Mhm.
That's because that's what Miami's going to predicate their conversation on. Is that look at the NFL stars we had. Look at the record of how many guys we had drafted. Last time I checked, didn't Bama beat that record already?
Yes, the governor. Yes, they did. And Alabama got a whole bunch of players in the NFL too. We are dominating the NFL right now with players. So what are you talking about? Like you always say, governor. What are we talking about here?
Uh, Bama hater. You better handle your business if you think you can hang.
Bama hater.
Because hold on,
Let's
Bama
go.
had a quick question. I checked. Bama is the only team that has a starting player in every single position in the NFL.
And by the way, shout out to the Duke Blue Devils, your ACC
You're
champions. Congratulations. What
I was
Miami?
waiting on that. Twisted
Congratulations to
hit that
Duke,
joke out of the park.
the Blue Devils, the ACC champions, Duke. And Miami want to
ain't
talk
never
smack.
just
Okay.
And,
Duke is
and, and,
representing
ain't
your
to
conference.
hey, Twister.
Beat y'all.
And Twister. Might I add, congratulations to the Duke Blue Devils for being ACC champions in basketball.
Wow.
when it,
They dominate football and basketball over there. Oh wow. And this man talking smack.
Bama haters a real kick in the head, ain't it?
he just fried. That's the problem. See,
He walked up in this, buddy. I had to come up for this.
But Bama
he,
hater, may I add you
fucks.
one more to that list there, Governor? Let me add one more. 1987, Bishop.
That's my
Yes, sir.
Tempe, Arizona is the site. The Penn State Nittany Lions, the Miami Hurricanes. Both of them 11-0, playing for the Natty. Miami lost that game too.
Catholic convicts. Miami lost that game too.
So when you bring this Miami thing up, bro, I can agree with they've been some successful teams. But Miami has lost just as many as they won. That's all I got to say. So when you call Alabama average, I can say right back at you.
When's the last
Yeah,
time
you went to the Natty last year, but you lost.
And the last time they went to Natty was 2020. Was 2001?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bama has been umpteen times before Miami even got back there.
What were they? 10 times and only lost what, 2, 3?
And y'all got back one time and you lost.
We went there 10 times. So if we would have won all on the niggas say we could have been 10 times national champions. Boy, if Nick Saban would have had that, oh my goodness.
Just saying. That's going to be one of those truths. That's going to be one of those truths that's going to be. So when you say that the 2001 Miami Hurricanes are the greatest team of all time, I could argue against that one and win every time. And take the 2001 Miami Hurricanes and match them up against other squads just from Miami itself. Wouldn't even be no contest. Wouldn't even be no contest.
Miami took 3 coaches to win 3 natties. And this is only half for one coach that we had.
Exactly.
One coach won us 6.
So
let that sink in. Well, actually 2 coaches, Bear Bryant and Nick Saban.
Both got 6.
Yes.
Like, what are we talking about? not even your head coach that went to the NFL if Jimmy Johnson has 3 with the Cowboys and 1 with Miami, he's still 2 behind 1 coach.
And I like Jimmy Johnson. Hey, yeah, I like old Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, he's a great coach.
And Barry Switzer just followed his lead. When Jimmy got up out of there, Barry Switzer just followed his lead. That's all he did.
And I'm gonna say he won it with Jimmy's players.
He won it with Jimmy's players. And said he did.
Mm-hmm.
He won it with Jimmy's players.
It goes back to that word truth. Do you want the truth?
Well, Governor, Bishop, Twister, I'm going to add something to that, Governor. Do you want the truth? And second question is, can you handle it?
No.
Can you digest the truth? Or are you going to throw it back up? And then we have to start this whole medical procedure all over again.
If your team was that good, you will bring up another team in this millennium that won. You got to go back to 22. You got to go back to 2001, bro. That's not high school.
Wait a minute, Governor. When you put it like that, you got to go back to the 20th century.
And I'm gonna say, like I said on my chat, Miami been hot garbage for decades. Man, y'all want to talk?
You in the 21st century.
Last time they won the national towers was still up.
Oh man, I like when they talk crap, man. Oh, Alabama didn't make the championship, but we did. I'm like, okay, but you still lost. So what that supposed to mean?
Y'all haven't won since the Twin Towers were up, bro.
God dang, that was like over 20 years ago.
Okay,
I was there.
Oh man, I'll bring up the Twin Towers.
2001? I was just about a freshman in high school. That's what you hold in your hand.
Tell me something
Man, I was in the
good.
I was in the middle school when that happened, man. I was in the middle school, probably about 14. Nope, I was 15 years old when that happened.
Man, look at him.
What are we talking about, bro?
Bama will probably hire 10 more coaches before y'all win another one. You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
And for the record, Eddie Robinson is the GOAT. He has more than Bear and Nick combined. Has more what?
Has more what? National
Has more what? What's up, B Sharp? Good to see you, my brother. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, B Sharp, my bro.
B Sharp?
Has more what? You can't compare Eddie Robinson, Bear Bryant, and Nick Saban.
Oh my goodness. Eddie Robinson is the GOAT because look at what he had to work with, and he got it out of the mud.
Yeah, you can't compare
straight out of the mud.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have to look at the era, and so just like any other coach, Bama hater, Eddie Robinson had his run, and when he began to decline, Grambling declined. Southern Baton Rouge was tearing them up, even when Eddie was there in his later years. Now, that's not to discredit what Eddie Robinson did, because he is the GOAT. Nobody's saying it, but you can't compare situations. Their situations were different. But I'm gonna put it to you like this: it's mighty funny that his family sent for Nick Saban to address the Eddie Robinson Foundation.
Batty bing, batty boom. And that is out of there.
And they referred to Nick as the GOAT. Go look it up on YouTube and listen to Nick Saban's speech. And how he even admired Eddie Robinson. So that GOAT thing, that's for people to decide, and we can all just say that. But I know what records are, but you can't compare with what the sweat versus the SEC. That's unfair.
Yeah, man, this GOAT crap been going on since social media been born. I ain't been hearing GOAT since they compare Michael Jordan to LeBron James, and this GOAT crap been going on for god dang so long, and they still having that problem. And we all know who the real GOAT is. It's MJ.
Yeah.
Right, but the
Man,
thing is,
LeBron cries too very much, man. We didn't want to hear that GOAT crap, that social media crap.
to that conversation, to some generations, Eddie Robinson is the GOAT, right? So to
Right.
some generations to basketball, Bill Russell's the GOAT.
Right. Depending on
Rick
what era
Chamberlain
you're
up
talking
there,
about.
or Rick Chamberlain.
Right. Now what
Rick
say?
Kareem
Chamberlain himself
Abdul-Jabbar.
said, they said Rick Chamberlain himself said he probably would have beat up on Jordan. He said it himself.
Will Chamberlain only had 2 records. He kept losing. He kept losing to Bill Russell, so I can't put him in the GOAT conversation.
Rick Chamberlain's a bad man. Don't come on,
He
bro.
is.
Yeah, but you know what though?
Kept losing to the coach.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar used to school Wilt.
Yeah, he did. He dunked on the wheel.
schooled.
Yeah, I seen that one. I seen that one on
Wilt had
highlights.
no answer for Kareem.
Right. Because if you're going to say college, then the greatest college basketball player will be either Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or
Kareem.
Bill
Who?
Bill Walton. They only lost 2 games
Exactly.
in college.
Mm.
Lou
Exactly.
Alcindor.
Lou
Out of-
Alcindor, like, come on, we talking
At
That's what
that
he
time,
said. This GOAT
see-
debate crap been going on since social media been existing.
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you, see, so when we get to talking about this GOAT, greatest of all time, okay, here we go. I'm still gonna say, and I'm gonna go to my grave saying, Tom Brady is not the GOAT. Joe
Thank you.
Montana is.
Yes. Yes.
Say
I'm
that.
going
Say
Montana.
that.
I admire Brady and the things he did, but Cool Joe
thing. And he undefeated.
and undefeated.
Yeah,
too,
he
in
never lost a
championships.
Super Bowl. Never lost a Super
Bruh,
Bowl.
never lost one. Brady lost 3. 2 of them to Eli. Can I tell you something else?
And the other one with Nick Foles.
And the other one was Nick Foles. And watch this. And Eli didn't lose either.
Nope, he undefeated.
He's
Yep.
undefeated.
So basically, can you say Eli Manning was the GOAT?
That's what. Because I'm going right into this conversation. People be like, LeBron, GOAT. But
Heck no, LeBron.
hold on. They put LeBron
Be sure. Kareem school Chamberlain. Bill Russell school Chamberlain. He had no answer for them.
That's a fact.
He
Yeah.
had no answer. He couldn't
That's a
stop
fact.
them.
Hey. And now we're throwing special truth bombs. Hey, the truth should set them free.
And Rick Chamberlain said it himself. The guy, he said he need help to guard Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He can't play this man all by himself. That came out the man's mouth. Rick Chamberlain himself said that on that interview. He need help to guard Kareem. Because Kareem keep dunking on him.
That's a fact.
I want to hear, now be sharp. I want to hear where Joe Montana said Tom Brady is the GOAT. Whereas I can take you to a commercial where it was where it was Joe Montana and Dan Marino in a commercial, and Dan Marino, Joe Montana gave Dan Marino a Pepsi Cola and said, now don't fumble it. That's GOAT status. Now show me where Tom Brady can say that. Show me where Joe Montana said Tom Brady was the GOAT. Show me where Tom Brady is undefeated in championships. Ain't even in the same question there, B Sharp. You ain't gonna get me to change my mind there, young fella.
Joe Cool, man. Joe Montana.
Come on now.
And Joe Montana was the man, man.
Hey, put it like this.
Serious, yeah.
Put it like this.
That's the truth of the matter.
Hey, the only man that could find the white Clark and when nobody else could. And he's got someone in his face.
That's what that was the beginning of the dynasty. That the white Clark catch.
Oh yeah, D catch. As
D
it's
catch
them
that started the whole dynasty for the 49ers.
Hey, Bishop, Governor, and Twister, and when y'all put it like that, y'all know what I've got to think of when it relates to Tom Brady. Here we go. When Tom Brady had one of the greatest wide receivers known to man in Randy Moss, they still couldn't beat the Giants. Still couldn't beat them.
I'm just gonna say that.
Still couldn't beat
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And they were good too. That was and Brandon Moss said it himself. That was his best year ever.
My thing is, here's where, because I know B Sharp loves Tom Brady. See, my dad grew up as a 49ers fan, the Joe Montana era, Ronnie Lotz and all. But here's my thing. Here's what I'm gonna say. You can't say this quarterback is the GOAT. I've never seen a player that's been considered the GOAT and their coach not get inducted in the Hall of Fame first ballot.
There you go.
Uh-oh. No. It's levels to this. It's levels to this.
Oh,
Wash
shots
is
fired. That shot done. That was a bomb drop.
Phil Jackson's in there.
Oh yeah.
GOAT.
It's the truth.
He called the GOAT, and they coach don't get in first ballot.
So wait a minute. Phil Jackson's not in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
He is?
Well, hold on. Did he go in yet?
Phil Jackson?
To go
Yes. Did he go? If he ain't, something ain't right. I'm sorry.
He a mutt.
Yeah, he ain't he in?
I'm not sure.
If he ain't in, they need to get. How can I say this?
Because I thought he.
They need their tails whooped.
For some
Somebody
reason in my mind, I thought he was the first player coach to go in.
Yeah, because he won championships as a player and he won championships as a coach.
If he hasn't, that's a travesty.
Yeah, Phil Jackson is in the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Okay.
I've never.
I'm finna dang say if he did not,
2007.
something ain't right.
2007.
Come on. And you know why Phil Jackson's a GOAT? Is a certain player that put him there.
Certain player.
Certain player that put
Big
him
Shark
there.
said hit the link. He want the link. Big Shark said he want the link.
Dog, you trying his black ready.
Hey, this is a hot plate. Y'all
Don't be surprised if Shark come in here with backup.
Sharp, I don't give a hoot if Sharp turned the door. He ain't gonna convince me that Tom Brady is the GOAT over Joe Montana, and he lost 3 times in the championship. Nope. Not the GOAT, not like that, not from a quarterback's perspective. No. Let me see something here. Hold up.
See, I respect my animosity going towards Tom. I'm a Colts fan. I'm a Peyton Manning fan. So that's where my animosity is going to come towards Tom. Because if Tom wasn't in our conference, does Peyton Manning not get more than 2 rings? But that would be a defense for B Sharp. That's why Tom Brady's the GOAT. Was it Tom Brady?
There you go, B Sharp.
Man, I don't like Tom Brady because they beat my Carolina Panthers back in 2003, and that was one of the best Super Bowls I ever watched when we made that mistake.
But hold on, was it Tom Brady?
Yeah, it was against Tom Brady. We were going neck and neck with him.
Not hearing me.
Going neck and neck with him. To John Casey kicked the ball out of bounds and gave Tom Brady 40 yards up the field, enough to Alan Vinatieri to kick the field goal and won the game. Carolina and
was it Tom or was
Brady
it Bill Belichick?
Bill Belichick or Tom Brady, both of them was on there. Quarterback, Bill Belichick was the coach. Yeah.
Would Tom Brady have the same success if under the Patriots if Bill Belichick wasn't there?
Hell no, because he was drafted 7th round. Hell no. Hell no.
And here's the question: why they don't got Bill Belichick in the Hall of Fame yet?
Who knows?
A lot of asterisks. A lot of cheating been going.
And I don't even like the Patriots, but man, you got to give that man his flowers, man. That
Shaw,
man
put
won.
it in there, bro. Let's go. You going
Bill
slower
Belichick.
than molasses in the wintertime.
Oh,
Wow, come on, can't do much. Stall him
oh,
out, Pierre,
snap.
man. Stall
You
him
know,
out.
B
Stall him
Sharp
out.
gonna come in there blazing.
Bill
Stall him out,
Belichick,
Pierre, man. Stall him
He
out,
better
man.
come in here blazing.
like Bill Belichick should be first, second, and third ballot. Like, what are we talking about here?
I'm like,
Exactly.
yeah. I don't even like Bill
Exactly.
Belichick, but man,
I'm
come, you
with
got to
you.
give that man his props.
Bill Belichick, he coached Nick Saban. Like, what are we talking about?
Yes, I'm trying to tell you.
What? Of course. If Bill Belichick better be, they should be hand in hand like a marriage.
Okay. He proved it in Tampa, tough as nails, but Tampa was already a good team.
Proved it in
He talking
Tampa.
about Brady, right? He talking about Brady
Yeah.
went to Tampa and won
Yeah.
it.
They were already a good team.
They were, but I'm not going. You see, look, before B Shaw, let me get this out before B Shaw come in here hot. We're not saying Tom Brady is trash. No.
No.
What we're saying is, for different type of, if he's the GOAT, why is I've never seen a player who's been labeled as the GOAT and their head coach who they had all them years not get first ballot Hall of Fame. They're telling us something.
Man, is in politics
That's
or
right.
something behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Jimmy Johnson's in the Hall of Fame, bro.
This
Yeah.
chat is on
Exactly.
fire.
Jimmy Johnson's in the Hall of Fame. He got 3 Super Bowls. Bill Belichick has what, 5? 6? 6, because Tom got 7, right?
Yeah. 6
Yeah.
Super Bowls. Yeah.
Got 6. You telling me he can't
There
get a
we
first
go.
ballot Hall of Fame, bro? Before he even went to UNC? Come on now. Something wrong. Something's wrong.
Ken, I agree.
Wrong with
It's
that one.
politics. It's politics. It's got to be politics.
Something wrong with that one. The
Wait a
math
minute.
thing.
There you go. It's the one. It's the only. It's B Sharp. What's up, B Sharp?
Man,
Roll
y'all
Tide,
need
be sharp, bro.
man, we about to stop this nonsense right now. Hold on, I want to start with Governor first. Cause that's the
Uh-oh.
one I just can't get off of. Hold on, what you said about head coaches not being first ballot or something? It was something that you said. I didn't want to make
Yeah.
sure I heard that.
You see why he got to come after me for? See, y'all? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, all right, man, this is last
You
straw. I
say,
can't
you
do it.
say come across
Hey,
blazing.
Barbecue.
tell
Oh,
the
I ain't
truth
coming after
Thursday.
you. I'm coming after you first because that was the last thing I remember.
I was at a family barbecue.
The last thing you Oh my goodness.
I'm going to mute up for this.
Oh, okay. What I
B
said,
Sharp, you
what
got
I
me coughing
said
bad.
was, what I said. I've never seen a player who has been labeled as the GOAT and their head coach not go first ballot Hall of Fame.
So is that a nod for Joe Montana?
Bill Walsh is in
Joe
the Hall of Fame.
Montana ain't got nothing to do with this. He's the
No, no,
GOAT
no,
by
no, no.
himself.
I'm trying to see why he said that statement. Because it's
I'm
a reason
saying
why.
that it doesn't make any sense because Bill Walsh is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but Bill Walsh wasn't first ballot either. You do know that, right?
That's what I said. I've never seen it. Now, if you could tell me,
And
tell me.
that's
B
cool.
Sharp
He
came in
wasn't.
blazing.
He wasn't. He should have been. He should have been just like Bill Belichick. Should have been.
Was George Seifert? Did you say George Seifert?
George Seifert won first ballot.
Okay, so let me ask this. So is the Hall of Fame? Well, okay, well, let me ask this before I ask them my next question. Was Vince Lombardi first ballot?
Yep. It's only been 4 head coaches.
So John Madden is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
No. He's not even one. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all.
Oh, so the whole thing is rigged. This is
Wow.
rigged.
Thank you. So you mean to tell me a man who coached the GOAT, the supposed GOAT, can't get first ballot. So B Sharp. So are you telling me that the NFL Hall of Fame is player first and coach second?
No, I'm saying the Hall of Fame, the whole voting thing is trash. Every last bit of it is trash from the voting because the people that's voting them in is like you knew know it was a big outrage because Bill Belichick wasn't in there. It was a unanimous outrage.
Uh-huh.
Because if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, not nan coach in the history of this league should have been in there. Those are
You got,
facts.
but what I'm asking, B Sharp. So as it stands now, bro, when we look at the NFL Hall of Fame, is it geared up for the player to get in versus the coach get in if they feel like it?
It's not even geared up for the players because one of my favorite players growing up is still not in the Hall of Fame, Jimmy Smith.
Oh, that's a fact.
That's like Torrey
Man,
Holt is not in the Hall of Fame.
Jimmy Smith was a dog, man.
Wait,
Darren
Torrey
Woodson
Holt
not
ain't in
in
the
the
Hall of
Hall of
Fame?
Fame. It's
Torrey
no
Holt ain't in
reason. There's no way that Darren Wilson should not be in the Hall of Fame by now.
Exactly.
It's certain guys.
Exactly.
That's why I said, man, a lot of these guys that vote for these guys, and for one, putting in 4 people in the Hall of Fame when it comes to football is already a low number. What they've been doing the last couple of years. I don't like that, man. At the minimum, it need to be 7.
Okay.
Because I be like,
Well,
not at the max. It need to be 4. But
shoot, 6
but
6
but
right there.
but just to get this out too, piano man, you say Joe Montana's the GOAT because he's undefeated. Cool. I'm about to use your logic against you. And I'm gonna see what you say. So you telling me just because he has that, Charles Haley has 5 rings, Reggie White has 2 rings, LT has 1 ring. Does that mean Charles Haley, and he has an undefeated record in the Super Bowl, I might add. Is he better than those? Is he better than Reggie White and LT?
I'm not saying he's better. I
You
won't
talking
say
No.
about
he's
LT,
better.
Lawrence Taylor, right? I thought he won
Eh,
2. He won 2 of them.
well, I mean 2, my fault. No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
LT won 2, Reggie won 1. My fault. Got it mixed up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I won't say he's better. But what I'm saying, if you're gonna deal with Super Bowls, as a quarterback, and you say that Brady is the GOAT, Brady lost to Eli Manning twice.
Okay,
And they
And then he lost to Nick Foles.
cool,
He's lost 3.
cool.
That takes away his 1,000% percentile in winning percentage. Joe
I
Montana didn't lose to anybody.
Gotcha. Now, I'm about to really flip it.
Flip
so,
it, and I'm gonna flip it
so
right
no,
back. That
no,
Joe
I'm trying to say
Montana didn't lose.
so
Tom Brady lost. End of story.
okay, people lose all the time. You do know that, right? You know
Oh,
people
yeah.
consider
You
you know
losing this argument.
you do know. Okay,
no,
yeah,
no,
I like that. I like that. So
Everybody get on mute.
based on your logic, your logic,
My logic.
Charles Haley is the GOAT.
He's the go to Super Bowls. Yeah, he's won. Okay, he's
How is
won
he the
more
GOAT of
Super
Super?
Bowls, but I'm not going to say he's better than Reggie White. I won't say that. Their play styles are different. But when it comes down to Super Bowls, first of all, Reggie White didn't get the opportunities that Charles Haley got.
Why was that?
You tell me, and we'll both know.
Better teams, right?
It could be.
And let me tell you,
but also in the era in which they played at that, because I want to say Philly was at that point before Reggie White went to Green Bay. Philly was they were up and down. That wasn't Reggie White's fault.
let me tell you something, man.
And then when he went to Green Bay, he had a dude by the name of Favre, at quarterback.
So the quarterbacks is the reason why you made these Super Bowls, right?
No, they're part of it.
Oh, they're part of it. So you telling me
Of it.
okay? That's cool. So you telling me
Okay.
If
Why did Elway go 4 times and lose before he won one?
did
Well,
they
what
make it?
done?
Let me ask you this.
He had Trail Davis and Shannon Sharp and them out there.
And
Hmm
okay, but
Jim
when
Kelly.
he had Sammy
I think
Winder, when he had
All
when
those
he
Super Bowls that the Broncos won, did they have a quarterback there, a Hall of Fame quarterback there? Yes or no?
yeah,
yes, yes.
That
Elway.
that's
Yeah, John
that
Elway, he will be a
that's
Hall
all
of
I want.
Famer.
That's all I want to put out there. It's a very rare. If you don't have a quarterback there, a Hall of Fame quarterback, your defense better be superior, like the 2000 Ravens. You better have a superior type defense if you're going to win. This history of this league has taught you that you have to have that guy. That's the reason why
Well,
quarterbacks are going so high in the draft. Why do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are doing what they're doing? Andy Reid didn't win nothing before a guy named Patrick Mahomes came in there, who is a future Hall of Famer, by the way, doing what he's
Okay,
doing. You can't win this game without quarterback. Don't say he was a part of it. You have to be that guy.
So
that
it's
might be true, but he ain't gonna win it
Now they
by
got a
himself.
guy
I
doing
can nah, hold
big
on.
Humpty
Now I'm
Dump.
about to make you mad because I just want to take a shot at your team. I can
hold
tell
on.
you this. I want to take a shot at you right now.
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Cause
Terry.
I think one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the history of this league is Terry Bradshaw.
Who you
I
talking about?
think
Man,
he the
Who he
steel
was he?
curtain. If it wasn't for that steel curtain with Mel Blunt, Mean Joe Green, Jack Ham, Jack Lambert, and all those boys, I don't think y'all guys are who y'all are. I don't think Terry Bradshaw is who he think he is.
You
He
setting
talk like he is, but you ain't that guy.
be sharp. You set
okay,
this stuff up. Hold on.
okay.
Oh,
So you
we-
ready for my
no, let
rebuttal?
me chime in. Let me
Are
And
you
if,
chime
ready for my?
and I'm gonna say the last little
did I
statement on that.
lie?
I'm gonna say the last little statement on that.
Cause you
Hold
know I'm finna
And
come
I
back
believe
as you
if
know.
you held a lie detector test to every last one of them and told them, do you believe that Terry Bradshaw is the guy he think he is? I believe every last one of them would say no.
Okay,
on. Let me chime. He came at me first. Hold on. I know people laugh. Hold on. So with that same sentiment that you just said about the steel curtain, does Tom Brady win those championships without their defenses?
Hmm.
Yeah, that first one was a good one. I about to say,
The 2001, right? When they beat the Rams, right?
yeah.
When they beat it, that's Spygate. Go ahead.
that-
That probably was the best Super Bowl he ever won.
you
That's
can
Out of
take
Spygate.
that.
if you want to use whatever gate you want to
No,
use.
no,
Those
no,
are
no, no,
those,
Sharp. No, don't you
those are,
do that. Don't you do that.
he has 7 championships. So if you want to take 2 of them off the 2 gates, guess what you still have? You still have 5 of them. So
I
talk about the other 5.
No, no. I said, you said Terry Bradshaw is not that guy because of the steel curtain
He
defense.
ain't.
I said, is Tom Brady that guy if he don't have Bill Belichick's defense?
I'm about to say, I believe he still he with
Mm,
in the
I
early
don't
days,
know, beat y'all about that.
in the early days, and Tom has said this in his documentary and the Patriots documentary, like Bill Belichick helped him, which head coach is very, very important in helping
right,
develop your quarterback. He
right.
not saying that one is bigger than the other one. But if you talking about like really, really help somebody's career, up to that point, Bill Belichick was just like, okay, he's a whiz kid, but he hasn't done anything. But he seen something in Tom, but he had to see something in Tom for one to draft him where he was, and then it was like, oh no, we keeping him on the roster. And to not put Drew Bledsoe back in the game and keep Tom in. I think that's he's seen something that none of us never seen. Cause I guarantee you, if he did that in this time, everybody be like, what the hell are you doing?
Let's go
So,
back. I'm about that defense.
but
Doc
that's what I'm leading up to. That's what I'm leading up to with that defense.
Samuels on that
It was a it was a good defense. But
great.
I guarantee you in the history of this league, never once in my life I have ever heard that this defense was ever considered with the 85 Bears, the Steel Curtain, uh, the Seattle Legion of Boom. I never heard them with no
And they
fly
got
zone with the Denver Broncos. I never heard them with the Baltimore Ravens. You can say
ooh,
whatever you want to say.
ooh. And
That
them
team,
Giants when Lawrence Taylor was out there.
them guys, Lawrence Taylor and those guys, never in my life have I heard any of those New England Patriot defense be up with those guys.
Oh,
And
hell
then,
no.
just to put the cherry on top, how many Hall of Famers can you name from that defense?
Harrison, Devontae
He
Hightower.
should be in there. Hightower ain't gonna be in there, unfortunately. I wish he would, but they ain't gonna put him in there.
You know, they had some dogs, bro.
I'm talking about. I put it like this: who is
And
currently in
Dante
there now?
Hightower need to be in there.
I don't know from the top. I don't know that. I don't
But
know.
the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Ty Lawson and Richard Seymour. That's it.
Mm.
That's it.
Wow.
That is
Damn,
that. Richard Seymour and Ty Lawson.
that is crazy.
Mm.
Defense was
Now, if
crazy.
you go
Out of
through
that whole defense,
the steel
bro.
curtain, defense,
Bro, that's a lot of them.
That's a lot of them.
we ain't
That's a
even
lot of them.
we ain't talking about no fringe Hall of Famers either. We talking about those guys. We talking
Mm-hmm.
about the epitome of the NFL.
All
Mel
11,
Blunt, Mean Joe Green,
all 11 of them.
Jack Ham,
Every
Jet Lambert.
one of them came in.
Dwight
I'll
White,
give you that one.
L.C.
Give you that one.
Greenwood, Mean Joe Green,
Mhm.
Ernie Arrowhead
They had
Holmes,
them all.
you name
Tony
it.
Dungy.
They had them all.
Pittsburgh had them.
Man, to
But
do with them no front teeth in his mouth, that white what was that
Jet
linebacker
Lambert.
was?
That's
Yeah.
Jet Lambert.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They had a squad.
That's what I'm saying. The
So nasty
epitome.
looking.
Like they putting these boys on NFL films in slow motion, showing you that they are those guys. Like I love those Patriots defenses. I love Bill Belichick, but it's one name that is consistently through all that time. That is the main person. If he's not there, and from everybody on that defense would tell you that, like, oh, he's not. Of course, he's not Hall of Fame Tom Brady during that time, but around that second Super Bowl, not the first Super Bowl, but around the second and beyond, he is that guy.
B Sharp, I ain't gonna backtrack. Since you want to talk about trash talk, I ain't backtracking. Tom Brady ain't the GOAT. I'm sorry. You can come in with all that hoopla, oatmeal, and cream of wheat, that's what you want. Tom Brady ain't the GOAT.
I knew this was
Terry
coming.
Bradshaw is the. Let me ask you a question here.
Hold on.
Hey, Bishop, here comes the stumping part coming out now.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. All up here.
I'm paying
Since you say my logic is jacked up, that's what you're trying to say on the slick. Let me ask you a question then, but let's
Go
take
ahead.
it a step down.
Go ahead.
Greg McElroy ain't that dude either. Then, if that's your logic,
I don't think Greg was that dude.
Would he won a championship?
He wasn't that dude though.
I don't think if I will put Greg at probably out of all the quarterbacks that we had up to this point, Greg would be like at the bottom.
He at 5 or 6. I ain't about it.
Mm.
So when Nick Saban won his first natty, who was responsible?
That defense.
Defense, running game.
Yeah, defense, running game, Mark Ingram, Dante Hightower in the group.
That defense
But
crazy.
to hear people talk, Greg McElroy is that dude.
No,
AJ
no.
McCarron,
Greg had never put himself. I love AJ too. I wouldn't put AJ that high, and I love AJ. AJ is the same age as me, but I wouldn't put AJ up that high. I believe around that time, like AJ is that guy. I believe a lot of even Greg wouldn't even put himself as
I
like
think he
that
was
guy.
I thought he was the central, or AJ McCarron was the central of our championships.
you got 3 of them.
Well,
Yeah.
we had some during that time, bro. We had some of the best defense ever.
And they set them up. But no, tough as nail, you ain't gonna never get me to backtrack. I ain't backtracking nothing. Joe Montana is the GOAT. Tom Brady would never be. And Terry Bradshaw, I never said Terry Bradshaw was the GOAT, but Terry Bradshaw won 4 Super Bowls with the team he had around him.
That
Who wasn't no scrubs.
And nobody
defense
was
was
scrubs.
nasty, bro.
So, but saying
Now, Tom Brady lost 3 with the team he had around him.
so my thing is, I'm gonna go back. If Bishop, you saying that Terry Bradshaw wasn't that dude because he wasn't that dude. The dudes well, on the defensive side. So you could also because no teams was mentioned like the Legion of Boom, the Baltimore Ravens, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at one point. Neither were the 49ers. They're not mentioned in that same thing either. Back in them days.
But you know who is mentioned?
Oh,
Running lot.
Yeah, that's one
oh
person.
Charles Haley
man,
is
Riley
mentioned.
Lott was the killer, bro. That nigga was knocking heads off, man.
Shots
Riley
fired.
Lott was
Shots
knocking
fired.
folks out.
But you just okay, if you're gonna name Ronnie Lott for one guy, you just said Ty. You said Ty Law and
I'm
Ronnie
gonna
Harris.
put. I
What about
okay.
Adwater from
I
the Broncos? He was a hitter too.
I put it just like this. Just make it even more fun for you. Since I only name one person, you name Ty Lawson. You can get all the Patriots defenses and pick any player you want. Name one that is better than Running Lot.
In the words of Keith Sweat, nobody.
No.
Exactly.
Get back, get back.
Nobody.
That's why I said essential. These are
Nobody.
the standard guys. This guy has literally won. Now, if you want to put a goat of anything that Tom has had, he had Gronk. I'm about to say he definitely had Gronk. I think Gronk is the best tight end ever. It ain't no
And he had
comparison.
Randy Moss.
Yeah,
He didn't even
Gronk.
win with Randy. That tells you everything you need to know. Out of all those rings, he didn't win with Randy.
Nobody.
Wow.
So then
I'm
Peyton
just
Manning
saying.
conversation because if you're gonna say name one player on the Patriots defense that's better than Ronnie Lott, then name one player on the Colts defense that's better than Ronnie Lott.
It's nobody up there, but guess who they did? They had a lot of guys over there. It's a lot of Hall of Famers on that side too. You're gonna
Talking
have
about
the
on the
white.
coast, right?
You
That's
got
my
the White Freeney. You got Robert Mathis. You
Bob
got guys.
Sanders.
Bob Sanders.
I'm saying.
You got Marvin Harrison. You got Reggie Wayne over there. You got you
Peyton
got
Manning.
Edric EJ right there.
Yeah,
Where do you want to
EJ.
go? You got
Yeah,
Jeff Saturday. You got a terrific offensive line. Like, what do
like
you
That
want?
tight
Jackson guy
like
on there on in Jackson. What the Marvin
Tom has
Jackson?
some great offensive lines too. Well, you're gonna have to have a great offensive line.
why you keep
Coach
old
Hayes.
stuff though? Why you keep bringing up old stuff though? We're not talking about that.
Oh man, I'm enjoying this
That's what,
conversation, man.
Go back,
that's when somebody hits that nerve.
go back.
I believe
All I'm saying is, be sharp. I don't care how much algebra you come up with. I don't give a hoot about X plus X and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day,
Carry the
Joe
one.
Montana lost no Super Bowls. Tom Brady lost 3. End of story.
I'll put it like this. I'll put it like this. Just to make it happen for you. We ain't even got to talk about just to make you mad. I guarantee you, if you put a lie detector to all your Pittsburgh guys, who they rather want, Terry Bradshaw or Tom Brady, I guarantee you, it won't be Terry Bradshaw.
Well, I'm gonna guarantee you this. When they put it up there and they ask how many Super Bowls did Terry Bradshaw lose and how many did Tom Brady lose, the answer still gonna be the same. Bradshaw 4-0. What's his name? Tom Brady, whatever in 3.
Now, and you know what's gonna be the most beautiful thing about that? When they start, now and then I'm gonna be like, put to the side of all that. That's a beautiful thing that you just said. Now put up the Hall of Famers on each team. Let's see how that number doubles.
Yeah,
Y'all.
Pittsburgh.
One time Philly back again.
And then you tell
East Coast.
Okay.
and you
And wait a
tell
minute,
me
let me ask you
what they're
this.
gonna be like. Dog, man, of course you should win with all those Hall of Famers.
Doggone right. But that ain't Terry Bradshaw's fault. They should talk to the
I
management.
ain't saying it wasn't his fault, but
Talk to the management.
that strengthens another man's, like, bro. Tom Brady, I like Julian Edelman. Julian Edelman was a great wide receiver. He's not going into the Hall of Fame. He won with Hogan, Deion Branch. These guys are good wide receivers, but they won. These guys were never the top guys like the Randy Moss, the Jerry Rice, the Chris Carters, the Michael Irvins. When he had Randy Moss, he didn't even win with Randy Moss. He won with
This is
guys that were below Randy Moss.
this is explosive
And
growth.
then they went undefeated with Randy Moss till they lost to the Super Bowl.
But
It
I
was
know,
Eli.
but I,
Eli.
but I,
Mhm.
but I do know your guy had 2 Hall of Fame wide receivers,
That's a
That's
2,
fact.
right.
and
That is
a
right.
Hall of Fame running back.
That
I
is
want
right.
to know how many Hall of Fame running backs you can name that Tom Brady had.
I ain't trying to name him because I ain't that. I'm not. I
Man,
could
nail.
care less about the new.
Good.
Okay, you know what? Let me say it in the words of Stephen Hicks. Outside of the Pittsburgh Steelers, I wish everybody else nothing but the absolute worst.
That is just sad. That is just sad and negative.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. I just like my team, and that's all it is to it.
You might
They
as well.
be sharp. That's that stubbornness.
You know what I'm saying? Just stubborn, man. Just stubborn.
I don't give
But
a
my
hoot
but
about being stubborn. I'm setting my way. Let me tell you something. See, I, I ain't going for no. I don't listen. When it comes down to them Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't care about nobody else. I
You
don't.
hold it, hold it.
You do know Tom owned them too. He beat them plenty of times in the playoff.
Yeah, but before Tom Brady got there, was the Boston Patriots relevant?
Nope. See
All
you
right,
now you
then
make
that's
Is
you
all I
make
somebody
need to
you
playing
hear.
the
That's
flight of
all
the
I need to hear.
bumblebee?
I want to say the Boston Patriots.
the Boston Patriots.
Now, before they were the New England Patriots, they were the Boston Patriots.
I know.
You
I'm laughing
transition
at
I know.
that.
I'm just
I'm laughing
laughing.
at that
I
because
know.
it was
so
funny.
I was just
listen,
laughing.
I'm
and
just
listen.
laughing because it was funny.
Back
Yeah,
in the
me too.
day, it was the Baltimore Colts,
yes.
and they had Johnny U,
Yes.
John Mackey, Bubba Smith. See, that before y'all even got here.
Yep.
See, so and then when they ran off in the middle of the night, and man, get out of here.
So time
Let
out.
me tell you something.
Is Jim
Joe
Kelly?
Montana is undefeated in championships. Tom Brady's not. You can go to bed, wake up the next morning, and guess what? That's gonna still be the reality.
And guess what? And guess what? Tom still has more rings.
Is
It
Jim
don't
Kelly?
make no difference. But he
No
done
man.
lost. He has lost. Played with 2 teams. Ted Bradshaw played with 1.
Hey, be sharp.
Michael Jordan played with 1. Well, he played with 2
Be
teams.
sure the man ain't
Got
gonna
all
change,
those.
bro.
I
You
know.
ain't gonna change
I'm the
my mind.
only thing I do know, my quarterback, who is not my team, I love Tom, own your quarterback. That's the only thing that matters.
He owned him how? He
he
owned
got
him how?
more he got more rings.
Is Jim Kelly? Is Jim Kelly a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
Yes, yes, he is.
And
Him
never
and his wide
won a Super
receiver.
Bowl.
But my thing is, how is Jim Kelly a Hall of Famer? He's 0-4 in the Super Bowl consecutively.
Well, Dan
Yes, he's a
Marino
great quarterback.
Yeah, Dan Marino made it, so you know if he made it, then he.
And he
And
didn't win
Warren
no Super
Moon. He
Bowl
never
either.
won a Super Bowl. He in the Hall of Fame. And he was a hell of a quarterback.
I'm about to
So the
say
Hall
Hey,
Warren Moon.
hold up
a
now.
Super Bowl is
Hold up.
hard to win,
Hold
man.
up. Hold up.
is flawed.
Oh, now you don't step on me.
Is he
Now
the Hall
you
of
know
Fame?
Warren Moon was rolling in the CFL. Now, come on now.
Oh, yeah, he won championships up there now. I know that. He won by 2 of them up there, I think. Maybe more.
Cunningham.
Random Cunningham.
Yeah.
Yes, I know about him too. Yeah, he was a beast. He was the first or third quarterback in the NFL.
It's the NFL Hall of Fame is flawed.
Well,
It's flawed.
I'm gonna put it to you this way. The truth of the matter is, I'm
Flawed.
just saying. So since this is truth, reality, opinion, and all that good stuff, the truth of the matter is, B Sharp. I salute you in your opinion, but when you wake up in the morning, Tom Brady's still gonna be done lost 3 Super Bowls, and Joe Montana has lost none.
And then you could you know the
I
best
like
thing about
Joe Montana for real.
facts and opinions. You know the best thing about that when your
That's not an
peers.
opinion. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's cool. That is a fact. That is a fact. But when your peers, older guys, the legends of the game, even the guy that you trying to praise as the GOAT, saying that this man is the GOAT, that's all that need to be said. That's checkmate. It doesn't matter what you think. When the
Okay, it
man
ain't no
himself
checkmate.
said he's the
'Cause
GOAT.
I've never heard Joe Montana refer to Tom Brady as the GOAT.
Well,
Until I hear that, Joe Montana is the
Well,
GOAT.
you were just trying to look away from it. You
No,
were
I'm
just
not. No, I'm not. And I
Okay.
won't give a hoot if Joe Montana did say Tom Brady was the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT in my book.
Hey, let me say this here. But
There you
real go,
go.
the real go. Let me say this here. Not beside out the quarterback conversation. Everybody saying Jerry Rice was the GOAT. The player, like not in all positions, of all positions. Jerry Rice the GOAT. Anybody got
even
something to say about that? Jerry
even
Rice
even
the
Jerry
GOAT.
even Jerry
I,
Rice
hey,
said it.
But Jerry Rice, they call him the GOAT. That was a beast.
Yeah, they did call him the GOAT until the
but
GOAT arrived.
until the goat arrived.
No.
I
Honestly,
don't gonna say about no darn Tom Brady. I can't say Tom Brady.
I'm gonna tell you why y'all don't like Tom Brady, because Tom Brady broke y'all teams.
He ain't break ours. We was already winning Super Bowl before Tom
That's
Brady
cool.
got there.
Spitting fire
But
We ain't
hey,
just
everywhere.
trying to
And
discuss Tom
Carolina
I'll
Brady.
put it like
rarely
this.
have a
I'll
good
put it like
team.
this. Do you think y'all could have won more if Tom Brady wasn't there? I believe the Colts could have won at least 2 or 3 of them
yeah, they
if
should have
Tom Brady wasn't there.
got cheated. We got cheated those games.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the Brady rule, the tuck
Payment
rule.
throwing interception is cheating. Just throwing it
Uh,
right to him.
whoa. Whoa,
They
whoa.
locking him up.
Hey, be sure to deflate
See,
gates and stuff and all that to make the ball slider.
he
Yeah.
breaking like
That's
he
why I
had
Oh,
said,
y'all, hey, y'all know, hey,
the
y'all
tuck
know,
rule.
y'all got, hey, my bro. Now, come on, bro. In that one snow game, you know, Oakland should have had that ball.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
hey,
The whole tuck
Yeah,
rule.
I agree with that, too. Yeah, the tuck rule. Yeah,
that's
that
why I
was a
said, if you
fumble.
want to take away 2 Super Bowls, that's cool. Whatever one you want to take, guess what? You still got 5.
Guess what?
All right,
And he
now hold it
still
down.
lost 3.
That's cool. And that means he was. And guess what? Even if
Oh,
he,
man, I like
and
this,
even
bro.
so, if he lost 3, guess what? You take away those 2, he still had more than your guy.
And he still
He,
lost 3.
I can
And
put
my
rings on
guy,
all my
and
fingers.
my guy is
I can put
still
rings on
lost.
one of my hands
That's all
fully.
I got to say.
Yeah, he'd have
And
been
the
he'd
last
have
I checked,
take 2
I
of those.
hope when he see.
undefeated trumps a 3-loss team.
I
Look,
hope when he.
come on
I
now.
hope when he wears his Super Bowl rings. I hope he wiggle all those rings in front of Terry's face and let
He
him
ain't
know.
gonna wiggle. Listen,
Just wiggle him.
what Tom Brady do is not going to diminish anything that Terry Bradshaw and the Pittsburgh Steelers did, what Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers did. The fact of the business is between those two, they are 8-0, and Tom Brady still has 3 losses. Now let's move on.
Terry Bradshaw took Joe Gilliam championships, man.
Joe
Oh,
Gilliam is still on the
oh,
team.
wow.
That supposed to be
Let me
Joe
just
Oh,
Gilliam
say
we
like
man.
talking
this.
about. We talking about
If
Oh,
Terry
you,
Bradshaw.
hey,
okay, if he
hey,
was,
Oh, man.
Brisky
Y'all got me
telling all
crying
the
out here.
truth.
all
He's
right,
telling
since
all
you
the
want to go
truth.
that route, B Sharp, since you want to go that route, that just simply means 747 got grounded.
Mhm. That be, hey man, that man took away that man's shine. If Chuck No just put in a guy that just like, all right, Terry. He ain't even like Terry. I ain't even want. Should I put in Joe? Joe Poe's been the first black quarterback, starting quarterback to win a Super Bowl. But oh no, overrated Bradshaw. I never let it go.
I ain't gonna let it go that Tom Brady has 3 losses. Joe Montana and Terry Bradshaw do not.
Only thing I do
And there
know.
was silence in heaven for 30 minutes.
Hey, Bishop, you enjoying the gumbo?
Oh,
Mm,
man.
hey,
Hey,
eh,
might taste
but,
it.
hey, you
3
ever heard
losses.
of? Yeah, that's cool. You ever heard of big bank take little bank? We go
Yeah.
take
Yeah, a
our
lot of
ring.
times.
We take
Big
our
bank,
rings
take
to
little
the
bank.
we take our rings to the
Oh,
ring
wait.
dealer, and I be like, Terry, let's make a count. You put your ring, I put my ring. Let's put another ring. You put another ring. Terry, you stopping at 4?
And,
Man, I got 5.
well,
I
now
got
let's think about
6.
the 3 that you
I got
lost with.
7.
Okay. You can
Oh man,
call all that if you
man,
want.
my stomach
But the
hurt.
fact of the business is Tom Brady lost 3.
It don't matter. I made it to
He lost.
10.
He
I
lost.
made it to 10. I can't win them all, man. What you want me to do?
Hey, Bishop, both of them men is not backing down from their argument.
hey, hey, look at him. Look, look at P.
I'm
Look at
crying
P
up in
Funk.
here.
P Funk done ate his oatmeal. Now it's like his spinach.
And
He
then,
on one right now,
and
Jack.
then, and then to top it all off, I left my head coach to go win it somewhere else with a bunch of guys that never won it and won it my first year.
Tampa Bay did win.
Oh,
Tampa Bay won before Brady got there.
That cool.
Remember?
But how long ago that was before I
It
got
don't
there?
matter how long ago it was. Tampa Bay won, but guess what? He
I
still
can't.
had 3 losses.
My guy took his talents to. My
He,
guy took his talents to
he
Florida
took his
and
he
won
took
the
his
first
talent
year.
Hey,
and
The
3
first
Super
year.
Bowl losses to Tampa Bay.
That cool.
He took his talent and 3, count them, 1, 2, 3.
And then we got drunk on the boat
but
with
look,
that ring.
and when he got sober, he still had 3 Super Bowl losses.
No matter how much you want to slice the cake, no
He
matter
still
how
got 3.
much you want,
You got that right. He got 3 losses. You
no
see?
matter
Now
how
you
much
catching
you
on.
want to fight and deny, guess what?
He
Terry
got 3
Bradshaw
rings.
handed my guy that trophy so many times. He like, God dog it, but I'm tired of handing you this trophy.
No,
You
you
got
ain't.
more than me.
But guess what? You lost more than me too.
That cool.
but didn't Tatum do it first?
You lost more than me.
Didn't
That
That's
cool.
right.
didn't Tatum
That's
do
right.
it first? Was it P? Oh no,
That's right.
oh man.
He lost
Okay.
more than me. He may have won more than me, but he lost more than me.
That's cool.
Hey, Piano Man. Come on. Time
He
out.
said,
I
he
call him
said,
flagrant foul on the play. Because
he,
if you in
Flagrant,
it that many times,
he
there's a
lost more
possibility
than
that you
me.
might have that many
that's
losses.
what I'm
Man,
saying.
Come
I ain't gonna
on,
lie to you,
man.
He lost.
man.
Come on,
John
bro.
bringing out all the damn receipts to this show
You know
today.
what? Look
He
at this.
can't handle the truth.
You know what?
comment.
You know
why,
what?
Bishop? You know
Tom
why
Brady
I like
lost more
that?
Super Bowls than
Hey, forget all
Drew
that.
Brees did.
That's cool.
The
Drew
comment.
Brees only made it to 1, and he
Yeah,
holding that.
he didn't lose it though.
That
He
cool.
didn't lose.
That cool.
Look at him. He
But
lost
get
more.
what?
Wait a minute. He lost more Super Bowls than Drew Brees. He
Uh huh.
lost more Super Bowls than Cam Newton. He
Uh huh.
lost more Super Bowls. He lost more Super
Dang.
Bowls. Oh, let me see. The only one he didn't
Keep
lose more
going. Keep
Super Bowls
going. Keep
than
going.
was
Keep
Jim
going.
Kelly. He
Jim
lost
Kelly.
more.
That's 3
He lost,
quarterbacks. Give me about 3 more.
he lost more Super Bowls. Let me see who else. Who
There
else
we
he
go.
lose more
Keep
Super
going.
Bowls?
Keep going. That's
Who else
3.
he lose more Super Bowls to?
That's 3. Come
He
on. Give
lost
me
more
some.
Super Bowls than Colin Kaepernick. He lost
Okay.
more
Keep.
Super Bowls. He lost more Super Bowls than Dan Marino.
Dan Marino. Okay.
He lost more
One
Super
more.
Bowls than Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. Give me one more, and that will top it all off for me.
He lost more Super Bowls than Johnny Unitas.
And Johnny Unitas. And guess what? At the end of the day is
He
you add all
lost more
those.
Super Bowls.
Now you know, and you know what
He's
the
still
grand.
able to
Hold
go.
on, And you know what the grand total to all those rings? Everybody, drum roll, please. 2. 7 quarterbacks that you just named, and I got
What?
more than all of them.
Joe Montana didn't lose. Terry Bradshaw didn't lose. Look at him. Joe Montana didn't lose. Terry Bradshaw didn't lose. Eli Manning didn't lose.
That's
And
cool.
Tom Brady lost 3. End of
Yeah.
story. End of your discussion.
Oh man, I got tears in my eyes.
What? I'll put it like this. When the Hall of Fame come up, the same way they did it for Peyton Manning when his name came up. Peyton Manning, they said they only spent I think it was like 10 seconds. I said 9 seconds too long. Tom name should just come up. We shouldn't even discuss it. They already know.
Peyton Manning
And
already.
at the end of the
Wait,
day,
Peyton Manning in the Hall of Fame and Tom Brady ain't?
Yeah.
Well, you got to be out the league for
Gotta
5
be
years.
5 years. But Peyton Manning did it with 2 different teams already. Tom did it after.
Yep.
Yeah, he did it with he won 2 of them. One with the Colts and one with the Broncos.
Just saying.
And
Beating
one.
my Carolina Panthers.
That's, ain't God good. Shout out to Peyton
Oh,
Man.
Shout out,
Well, I'm
man,
gonna
it's
say this.
very bad, man.
shout out to the
At the end of the day, and I'm gonna move on to something else. All right, let me ask you this.
I just want to come in here and talk some mess,
At the
man.
end of the
That
day,
boy Colorado.
Joe
Wait, so he wants
Montana,
some more. Be sure say
Terry
he wants
Bradshaw
some
didn't lose any Super Bowls.
more.
Hey,
Sure.
man.
Benny
Hey,
Stabler didn't even lose no Super Bowls.
Yeah.
that's cool. Well, that's
oh
cool.
man. Oh man.
That's cool.
Oh
But
man,
get what?
oh man, I
No,
can't breathe.
no matter how many quarterbacks you name, no matter how many head coaches you name, this is the checkmate. And then I'm gonna get up out of here and let you brothers have it. The checkmate of all this. The most franchise with the most Super Bowls is 6. And that's the New England Patriots, I think the Pittsburgh Steelers, or it could be, yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers or whoever. But it's only one person in the history of the league that has more championships than all of them. You got all those franchises that been out here for over 100 years. This man been in the league for 20, and he got more than all of them. Y'all have a nice day.
And he lost
Well, he
3.
don't got more
I
than
don't care.
And he lost
that.
3. He lost to Eli. Oh, yeah. Eli Manning ain't lose none. That's the one. That's
like,
the one. Hey, that's the
like
one
I
quarterback
said,
that Tom Brady could say, "I could never be."
I
And I
said what
lost
I
twice
said.
to him. Twice.
Oh
Man, I'm about to
man,
get up out of here, man. I enjoyed y'all. I had to
man,
put this man talking this nonsense. I just had to come in here and reset order a little bit, man, because this man is just talking crazy.
Hey, hey, Bishop.
Of course, man. We going
Slim
live
to you,
tonight.
Brunsky.
We going live tonight at 6
Yeah.
o'clock. So talk about pro day yesterday. So definitely
Right quick,
can't go
right
ahead,
quick.
my fault.
Before you go out, because that's what was coming up. Give me your thoughts right quick, because that's what's going to be the next thing. But give me your thoughts about yesterday's pro day.
Oh man, a lot of stuff that we already a lot of folks don't want to admit about Ty, man. I feel like Ty could have had a better year if a lot of stuff was in place for him, to be honest.
Mm, mm, mm,
mm.
mm.
Like a
Keep going,
better
Big
O
Sharp.
line, a running game. I'm like um a lot of stuff like man, like that. Like of course he had his flaws, but I'm about to say his flaws is coming off things that I don't think no quarterback can survive off of is a no running game and an O line. And clearly he can. I just don't want him to get drafted by the Jets, and I'm not happy that the Jets are talking to him because
No
they don't have
Lord.
none of those things. Besides, they do have a good running game with Hall, but they don't have a good O line at all. So, but I think overall, man, it was good. Ty was definitely a standout. Looked really, really good. He's definitely going to be a first round pick. It ain't no, it never was a question in my mind anyway. I'm about to say you can clearly see what he's doing with this type of offense when it's not working. I don't know many quarterbacks that can be successful with this type of deficiencies in your offense. But hey, only
Well,
time will tell.
um, and right quick, be sharp. I know you got to go, bro. But
Oh,
what about
good.
with the other cats out there like Jam and the others? How did that work out? Because basically all I heard yesterday was basically more talk about Ty and how he really looked good throwing the ball to Ryan Coleman Williams. That matter of fact, big shout out to him who actually looked good catching the ball. So what about the others, B Sharp?
Oh man, I still gotta go back and watch those because I was mainly watching Ty. To be honest,
Yeah.
that's why I said
He
I got
was
to go back and watch those. I'll know for sure by the time the show come on tonight. I wish I can
okay.
give you a good answer right now, but I don't want to
Okay.
sit up here act like I did. Just see what those guys did. I know what Jam did at the combine when he ran and all that, but I
Yeah.
still have to go back and see. But I know Jeremy, whoever get Jeremy Bernard, man, is going to get a good wide receiver.
Got that right. Yes,
I
sir.
know for sure. They keep talking about all these wide receivers in the draft. but I know they're going to get a great one out of Jeremy, man. Like he's going to be a good number two coming out for somebody.
I will say this: be sharp, and I hope to be on there this evening. I think I'll be able to. But check this out. But here's how I see it: when you begin to compare Ty Mendoza and Ty and this, that, and the third. The reason I believe Mendoza gets all of the pub is because of the fact that he won the Natty. That's for one thing. But what people don't do is look at the level of competition at the situations that Ty came out of versus what Mendoza had. Mendoza was playing cupcakes. Yes, you're going to complete a lot, and that's no slight to all of his opponents and everything. Ty was playing Georgia. Ty was playing Vanderbilt. I hit it there, Governor.
And
I will give Mendoza his credit because he performed when he needed to perform. But
Yeah.
but two things can be true. He was playing a lot of cupcakes through most of the year, but at the same time, when it came during the playoff time, I felt like he struggled in the national championship a lot. He came clutch when he needed to come clutch in
Uh-huh.
that game. That team was clearly you can see like the experience with that team, with the Indiana team, with Pons and the wide receivers and Black at running back. It was like Kurt Setnetti at the head coaching position. Like overall, man, that team was good. That's why I said if they was gonna win, it needed to be this year
Uh-huh.
because I truly believe after this year when they lost so much that it wasn't going to be the same. Like yes, you bringing in guys. Yes, you have Kurt Setnetti, and it's easy to win a national championship when nobody's when you don't have that pressure to win one.
Right.
Like people saying, "Oh man, we should have hired him here." I'm like, nah, that don't mean it would have worked. Two different situations. It's easy to win some when nobody's gunning for you. Now that you have that target on your back, we're going to see how you perform.
Yeah.
But
Milroe came out with this draft. Would you pick? I'm not. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Milroe was a better passing quarterback than Ty. Ty is a better passing quarterback. But if Milroe's coming out same time as Ty coming out, who would you pick?
Ty,
Okay,
it,
because
it, it's
as,
it's not it's not even a question when like better athlete easily is Jalen. Is without a doubt it's Jalen. But I feel like the same time when Jalen was playing, I'll put it like this: if we switch Ty from this year with Jalen when the last year he had, give me Ty of this year and put him with Coach Saban in his last year. I believe possibly we could have won that national championship. Reason why: better O line, definitely better defense. I think that was like one of the last one with Caleb Downs. You
yeah,
got Kool-Aid, Terrion on that side. You got Dallas Turner, all those guys. You got Book. You got
Will
JC
Anderson was back
Latham.
there.
It's so many guys on that squad. And I felt like if we could have passed the ball just a little bit better, we easily could have won that national championship.
but that hinders Milroe because his offensive coordinator said he didn't want to teach him.
And shout out to you for saying that the other day. I meant to put that in the chat when you said that. Yes, that's 1,000%. But I don't believe. To be honest, I don't think Bill O'Brien is that guy either.
Yeah, he's not
And
Right.
I think that was an awful hire. I think Bryce made him look good. To be honest,
all the time.
if we're
Mm.
being totally honest, like Pete Golden had Brian Branch, Dallas Turner, Will Anderson, and all those boys on the defense, and he was just making them boys look like they was garbage.
Mm.
So that hindered Milroe. Like I said, I'm
Yeah, the
not
OCs.
bad.
No,
Yeah.
No,
I felt like man they could if Jalen just had he can
he had a
throw
star.
those 5 yards, those 10 yards, those 15-yard passes. Like of course him throwing it down the field, man, he was like supremely accurate. That's why I was just like, man, you can't throw the simple passes. Jesus. If
But
he
I'm
could have
gonna
just
say this
done,
though, Big Sharp. But they would show him throwing the simple passes, but I think that the word that's missing is consistency.
Yeah.
He
that,
wasn't consistent with it. He
But
threw them sometimes, but not all the time.
that's true.
Ty's strength is the short run, is the short game, and Milroe's strength is the deep ball. Because Ty can't throw the deep ball consistently.
Not
Right.
consistent.
Yeah, Miro
Right.
had a cannon. He did have that.
But to be fair, now I said with Ty, man, he didn't have that line, man.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah, yeah.
did.
I ain't gonna take that away from
Man,
That hinders you, like when, especially when you don't trust a side of the O line. Like once I say hike, I have to make a decision quickly, and that can probably hinder my game. But
you. That's
I,
Milroe. He had to go through for 2 years.
yeah,
But Big
it
Sharp,
wasn't that. I don't think that. Now I'm not gonna say Miro ain't had this low of a O line. Now I would say last year you can debate that, but I know his athleticism got him out of trouble a lot of time.
Because
exactly.
I know
That's what
Bryce's
I
O
was gonna
line
say.
was mm.
Even
He,
with Bryce
Bryce,
ain't even
he got sacked more.
Bryce. Yeah, I'm about to say compared, but I think Ty would have took those old lines over the ones that he had recently.
Oh yeah, I get it though.
And I don't even think it's the guys, man. I just think the way they're putting guys in position. I think the way they was coached by Coach Cap.
So it's not production. that word production is
Mm-hmm.
production. It's the coach for the longest because their word production is gonna bite y'all in the ass. Well, he's not producing. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Okay, so well, if they're not doing it, aren't they only doing what is being told to them?
Well,
And what? Well, let me be quiet on that part because that's gonna spark up another
They only
argument.
doing what's being told to them to do or teach.
he's over here dropping bombs. P. Funk, you know he's dropping bombs.
You
And
can't say that
was
these guys ain't
and was that
producing when
the
they only doing
correct
what they're being told to do.
and what they're being told to do?
Mm.
Was it working? Was it working? So shout out to Ty Simpson for getting out there doing his thing
Because it just went out.
at Pro Day yesterday. Shout out to him, just doing his thing.
But yeah, man, I got to get up out of here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all tonight at 6 if y'all can make it.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
we'll be there.
we'll be there, Doc.
yeah, man.
All
So,
right, man.
Piano
Salute.
Man need to get put in his place again, man. I had to put him in the chokehold over there. I can't put him in the chokehold on his channel, man.
Hey, look here, I'm like the Undertaker.
Lamar said you can't kill what you have. You can't kill what's already dead or something like that.
Dead man.
Here, rise from the dead.
You can bury me however you want, but at the end of the day, Tom Brady done lost 3 Super Bowls.
B-Sharp, he's not going to give up on that, bro.
He ain't gonna let it go.
I'm ready to go. See y'all later.
All right,
Grow time,
everybody will be sharp, everybody. That's my dog there. We gonna always
Man, forget Boston.
Hey, nah. Hey, Governor, why you doing?
Why can't you?
Governor throwing. He throwing. Oh man, that's the. All right.
Can't hear.
all I'm gonna say is that shout out to Ty Simpson for doing his thing yesterday, and for the other cats as well that were doing their thing yesterday at Pro Day. And I wish that there was some kind of way that we could get in on the private workout that Ty will be doing with the Jets. Now we all know that those private workouts really don't. I mean, it means something, but at the same time, it don't mean anything because we all know that the draft is what it is, and so they could tell you one thing, but if something happens in the wheeling and the dealing of stuff change. Stuff can change.
Yeah.
But if he goes to the Jets, I will say this much: he's going to be in a big market. He's going to be in a big
The
market.
fudge.
It might not be the best market, but like my little brother says, I just believe that the Jets need to sell. They need to sell the team. They need to sell the team, and to somebody that's going to develop the team, because the Jets have had too much talent to come through, and they hadn't done no better than what they've done. A lot of that is at the top. So shout out to Ty, shout out to Jaden Roberts, shout out to Josh Cuevas and the rest of those guys who were Jam Miller, everybody who was there yesterday doing the doggone thing. And I'm looking forward to the draft, to seeing where all of them go. It is projected that Caden Proctor just may end up with the Detroit Lions. That's what they're kind of saying. I have to find a thing with mock draft. If some of y'all want to find it, that's fine and cool, and we can rap about that. But I still want to say this: Ty Simpson doing what he did yesterday, and like I said before, he looked rested, he looked healed, he looked confident, and everything. But yet and still, the real test, Bishop, the real test, Governor, the real test, Twister, the real test, B Sharp, Coach, all of y'all, the real test is going to be when he faces competition. That's when the test is going to come. That's when the proof is going to be made to see exactly where Ty stands, is when he's in front of a defense and they coming at him. Then we'll see where he is, as well as Mendoza. We'll see then. Once they get drafted and you put a defense in front of them, then you'll see. You'll see what's up. It won't matter where he goes. As Coach Sean said, the proof is going to be in the details. So, but shout out to all those guys at Bama in their pro day on yesterday. I hope and pray that everything works out well for them and all that good stuff. So, Bama, and then shout out to Ryan Coleman Williams. I got to throw that whole name in there. But shout out to Ryan Coleman Williams for being at that pro day yesterday. And from what you could tell, he looked well catching the ball. So not only did it spell good for Ty, but it also gave us a good clue of what Ryan is looking like as well. And he was looking pretty good at that pro day working out with Ty. So that's all I can say about that, about far as the pro day went. And so then the next thing is, and Bishop, we brought this up yesterday as well.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Alabama signed, and shout out to Jonathan Lewis. Jonathan, you got the chat, bro. You got the link, man.
Yeah. He does.
Yes.
And so,
hey, if you want to come in, come on in.
You can always come on in, bro. You know what to do. Bishop, what is the young man's name? That Alabama picked up. The coach. He's going to be the assistant.
Oh, Trent Simpson.
Yeah. And I want to say this.
He's the protege of Todd Bates.
Here we go. Now, this is what Bino said too. See, y'all thought I forgot what's in the chat. Hey, listen to B Sharp and all that foolishness he talking. But anyway,
don't start.
Hey, I wanted to know Wednesday, do the work. He said, but I want to know, is the writing on the wall for Freddie Roach due to the hiring of a defensive line assistant coach? Sorry to be off subject. No, your own subject, to be quite honest. Truth,
you're on subject.
Truth, right? The truth in this is, first of all, Alabama did hire Trent Simpson.
Yeah.
As the assistant D-line
assistant. And I got some caveat for y'all once you get done, Pete.
Because I want you to chime in on that. Matter of fact, I want all three of y'all to chime in on this.
Yeah.
But is that a sign that Freddie Roach, you're on the clock?
Can I?
And yes, you in charge. But
Mm,
if you can't get it done, is this a sign, Bishop? I'll start with you. Is
mm.
this a sign of some things to come? Go ahead, Bishop.
Well, let's say it like this. This gentleman has been in the hip pocket with Chavis and Bates. And we know they go back to Clemson when they were winning national titles.
Mm-hmm.
And now that he's been as a coach, now understand the success you're seeing at Oklahoma. He had a great deal to working beside Todd Bates and Chavis with that D line. And so you are getting a dog. He is a film junkie.
Okay.
And so with that said, I will say it like you just be on the
You're in the
clock
matrix, Bishop.
because Simpson is him. He is, and he doesn't take anything for granted. He believes in hard work and making sure you go through the eye test. You better check his resume. Documentation beat conversation. And I don't know if he's taking over for Fred down the road, but I tell you, he could stand on his own feet.
Okay. Twister, is this handwriting on the wall? Is this a sign of things to come?
I'm gonna say yes and no, but
Okay.
maybe like I said, but I'm glad we needed that huge shot. That's a big hire because
Mhm.
it'll make Freddie Roach getting Gill. Maybe they'll help each other out, him and Mr. Simpson, and make Kane Womack get comfortable of calling plays for the defense. The D line, we need to get strong on defensive line because it was good, but it wasn't great. And bringing him in, how Oklahoma's defensive line was last year and the year before, that's a huge help on the D line because make our defense more powerful what it needs to be, and make Kane Womack really, really wanting to cook. Give him a cushion so he can prepare for the plays on defense. And I heard that guy can coach defensive tackles and linemen that can get to the quarterback. They will smother the quarterbacks.
Speak on it.
So if he can, these two are the D lines that we need. Those guys can halt down the quarterback, sack him, don't let him escape tight. And we desperately been missing that for some years. We ain't had that many quarterback
Tactician.
rush in a minute. So
He
good
is a
hire.
tacticianer. He will
Yeah.
not let you do a false step. He will make you do it over until you get that first step right.
So back to Piano Man's question. Is Freddie Roach on the clock? Like I said, yes or no. If he outdo Freddie Roach better be looking behind his back.
I
So
behoove Freddie Roach to bring him into the fold and they be lockstep.
or they
But
can be
if not,
D line, they can be cold D line coaches. They can be doing it together simultaneously too. So they can be
but
both.
that's predicated on how Freddie Roach goes about it. That's on him.
Damn, I can't hear Bishop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah, that's
y'all
my
hear me?
opinion. Yeah, we can hear you now. I hear you. Y'all can
I,
hear him?
I might have
Yeah,
to go.
I hear him. I hear him well.
I don't know why I can't hear Bishop.
Yeah. But I think so, man. Just get him, like I said, just like the players. Get him in Gill. Get Freddie Roach in Gill, whoever in front of him as an assistant. Like we talk about Ryan Grove, we got the new offensive line coach and Derek Nix, the wide receiver coach. Maybe get Ryan Grove like to challenge him on his play calling. Maybe Mr. Simpson might gonna challenge Freddie Roach. Can it be like that? Put
Yeah.
him in Gill.
I to be honest, everybody's on the clock. Let's speak to the fact is that in your fourth year, whether you've been on the staff or you coming to the staff, everybody's on the clock. Because understand, this is now your team. It's no longer you got a few that's still lingering from Saban, but mostly majority of this team is the boards.
Yeah.
Now, what is your statement to the world and to the NCAA on what you're gonna bring to the forefront? I'll put it like this: you're not gonna outwork Trent Simpson. You're not gonna outwork him.
I believe Alabama going to surprise a lot of people this season. Alabama going to have a hell of a season this year. Because they hiring, they cleaning up. They got this 6'7" tight end that weigh 230. He looks pretty good. Nobody saw him. They got him from under the radar. Nobody heard of him. Alabama snatched him up. Nobody know because they like, hey, think we'd be looking good. We're pulling up all the stops. Just Ryan Grove just need to be quiet.
Yeah. And put it like this, it hurt for us to lose him, but when I saw he was going to you guys, I was like, yeah, because he's at that point where he needs to now branch out and show that away from Todd Bates, he has the stuff to show that he's worthy of being in his position.
Got you. So I think it's a huge hire. I'm excited about that because our defense needs to get stronger and better and make pro. Yep. Go ahead, Governor, bro.
Go ahead, Governor.
Hey, so P already knows this. I've been calling for Freddie Roach for a long time now. This is nothing new. But I got a question: Is Simpson an analyst or a coach? I just want. He's a coach, right?
He's a coach. Yeah,
he's a coach, bro. He's a coach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in saying that, my next question would be: was it Womack's scheme, or was it your coach trying to sabotage that person?
Ooh.
We're twisted when you need it.
Yeah. Hey, he ducked out.
Twisted a deal.
What is going on?
Hey, P.
One of my kids' teachers is calling. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. We got you. Good time for her to call too.
Well, okay. Now Twister, hold up. Now Twister decides to dip back in.
No. I just slipped off, man. It slipped off. My cheek must have hit the phone. Well, what did he say?
We're gonna table it for just a second.
Hopefully
he'll be right back. Hopefully,
he had to take an important call.
He had to take an important call. But let me tell you what. I'm gonna say this. It's a mixture of both.
Yeah.
Freddie Roach, and let me go back to my start because here is.
Is he assistant D-line coach?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Something. Can I say this then?
Go ahead.
I'll walk on the water. Yes. Because why did they put him assistant D-line coach?
Exactly. Where did I? Oh, I just had it up here. Where is he? I guess it must have been in the live then. Hold up. Somebody said something that I was going to say, and they put it. Let me see. I want to say, here we go. Jeff. Y'all read that. But anyway, he let us down. He needs some help, but he's in the pot until he proves
Thank
different.
you. Get
And
down.
I'm with Jeff.
Yeah. I'm with Jeff. I'm with Jeff.
Yeah, I'm with Jeff. Yeah,
I'm with
Jeff. We all with you, bro.
We with you on that one, Jeff. I'm with Jeff on that. That's what Governor was saying. Governor has been on Roach for the last 3 years. I know, even before the boy got there, he was already on Freddie Roach because we saw some stuff. So what Jeff is saying here, Jeff is seeing what we're all seeing. So yes, he's on the clock. And I'm going to say this. I might be wrong. Bishop and Twister. I could be wrong. Like
Okay.
Double A say to me sometime. I could be wrong. But I believe his clock is limited.
Wow.
I
Well,
believe he's on a
I
limited
kind
clock.
of sense that myself.
I no, I'm gonna tear the band-aid off. What we always talk about, pay attention to how they label things.
Yes.
Mm.
Pay attention to how they label things. Because he could have just been an assistant, but it says assistant D-line coach.
See what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's why I'm saying I believe he's limited. His clock is limited. His time is limited. And time for to me, for Roach, time is of the essence.
That's what I'm saying, is that instead of fighting against it, he needs to bring him into the fold and then
To
work
help him, to
together.
build him up. Yeah, to help him out. That's why I said yes and no, because maybe he can help Freddie Roach get that D line better.
And Twister, and putting that in and adding to what you're saying, be another set of eyes.
Yes.
Be that other set of eyes. Because this is about, listen, it's going back to what Coach Carl said, what Bishop says, what Twister was passionately talking about yesterday, and what JB has been saying. Development. You got to be that next set of eyes to see that this dude ain't developing.
Can I
Okay.
can I just give y'all the? I might as well give you the Zataran.
Go ahead.
Do you see how we had competitive depth when R. Mason Thomas went down? What happened? Tella Wine, who is a 2-star, 3-star, all of a sudden stepped in its place and it acted like we never lost R&T. That's Trent. He extensively worked behind the scenes on all the 2s, 3s, and 4s.
What's up, As the World? Good to see you, bro. Roll Tide. But As the World, I believe in what Jeff is saying right here. I do believe that the window is closing. I believe that. I have a reason for saying it. I have a reason for saying it.
And if so, it would behoove him, because being a fellow coach, old coach, is that if nothing else, if this is the time and I'm on the clock, let me go out with guns blazing and utilize all my tools in the toolbox, to include Trent.
Just saying, man. I'm just saying.
Because you know why I say that? Gauntlet. Remember, there is no second bye week.
That's it.
Yeah.
And the one thing that Trent values is making sure that you can't say that you got one starter. He values the second, third, and fourth stringers, because the key is, if injuries happen, and they do happen, and you got 8-game stretch, you're gonna need each and every one of those persons at some time or another.
You're gonna have to have them.
All right. I got a question for you, Pierre, man. What about the linebackers, coach? How can we get the linebackers up to speed? We're talking about D lines and the secondary, but we're forgetting the linebackers.
I haven't. I was
have
gonna
not forgotten them, but we going I'm going to put that one on another show.
Okay.
We gonna
So the linebackers the hardest of the defense.
Yeah, we're gonna pay. Hey, but appreciate you. Yeah,
we just dealt with one side of the ball, but we're gonna deal with the defense. But since you brought up Freddie Roach, we brought up Trent Simpson. We kind of just got inadvertently thrown into that one. But we're gonna get to the defense possibly next week. And and get
Yeah.
to talking about them because that is of
But I will say this: you got a young man that is hungry, that's
mhm.
going to give you everything, and like I said, he believes in competitive depth. He knows that in this new dispensation, if you don't have 33 starters, you're not going to make it through and be effective in the playoffs.
Ask the world, Freddie Roach is producing the same as he was under Saban. He didn't let him go. Why would you think DeBoer is going to fire him? Here's where the difference comes in. This is just my opinion of it. Ask the world. The Saban regime, the Saban way of things is fastly going out the window. That even includes coaches. Now, if they like you, then they probably retain you. Yeah, they probably retain you. But I'm going back to that word that was used a couple of minutes ago by Governor, production. The production has dwindled in that D line, and we all know it. It has dwindled to a certain degree, and there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. I believe that there are just some things on the horizon as the world that's going to some of these coaches are going to be within the next little bit. I can't put a time period on it. Just say this. I believe that the window is closing. And they're
Can I
going to have
say
to
something?
make some changes. They're going to have to make some changes. Go ahead, Bishop.
Yeah, world. Here's the caveat to what you're saying. It has some validity. Here's the thing, though. Saban's system and the supporting staff was able to effectively and efficiently maturate and get the most out of it. In this new dispensation with the Borg and the NIL and portal, the type of pool you used to be able to pull from has dwindled to where there's parity. And in order to do that, you got to develop and understand Freddie Roach. He developed, but he had those A types that he was developing behind them.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to be able to develop those that come in that are 3, 4, and 2 stars.
Exactly.
It's a different dispensation. You're not totally wrong, but understand this. Does he have enough in the tank to now transition to this new dispensation? That's all we're saying.
And when you bring in something else there, Bishop, you just said something else. When it comes down to it, look at also what's happening in the back office, the front office, however you want to put it.
Yeah, your back office.
Look what's happening
back channel
on your back channel. Look what's happening in the back channel in terms of recruiting.
Facts.
They're bringing in all new blood. So if what is Roach's strong point is recruiting. That's his strong point. And he's a good coach. Don't get me wrong.
No, he's an excellent coach.
Does he fit this scheme of things now? Does he fit the scheme? So look at what's happening all around you. That's all I'm saying. The totality of it all. What's happening with Alabama? And there's a lot going on. And I believe that the window for a lot of folks in all the way around in the sports department, because just like here we go right here. Hold on. Welcome to the stage, everybody. I stopped mid-sentence. So look who
Jonathan Lewis.
Presence. It's the
Roll
one.
Tide, Jonathan.
It's
Roll
the
Tide to your
only.
brother.
It's Jonathan Lewis, y'all. What's up, Jonathan?
Another day, man. I'm glad you stayed on long enough for me to get up out of bed. Oh man.
Now,
I'm a night
Bishop
owl, man.
Twister, this dude tells me every time he see me that I'm the hardest working man, whatever.
It's true.
You have to. But this is the hardest working man, period.
No.
Jonathan
That's my
Lewis
brother,
is
Jonathan.
everywhere. What's up, Jonathan?
Man, no, getting some rest. It's been a long couple of weeks with all these camps, man. Like,
Man,
and you know.
I was there with him on account. And I'm gonna spill some beans right here, but it's actually talking about myself, and it kind of Jonathan sort of put me on the spot, man. We were in Mobile a couple of weeks ago, and I was sitting there just listening at them talk. All of a sudden, Jonathan blurts out, "Piano Man, why are you so quiet?" And I told Jonathan, I said, "Jonathan, don't let what you see on camera fool you." I said, because honest to goodness, I'm sort of a quiet guy.
Yeah.
I have to talk because I'm up here, but I'm always listening. And man, I learned a lot from y'all that day. I really did. I learned a lot. Get down, Bishop. Come on now.
Heck no, bro. Come on, man.
But
No.
Jonathan, man, spread what you see? What do you see? Well, what we're talking about right here with Freddie Roach and bringing in Trent Simpson, things that's going on in the back channel with Alabama. What's actually going on?
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm conflicted this year because I've supported so many decisions that have been made for the past couple of years just because it's Alabama and I want to support the program.
Mhm.
I'm more on the reservation side. I'm more on the wait and see side. I'll be completely honest with you. I've been very
Respect.
critical of Freddie Roach because I believe we've had talent come in through Tuscaloosa that just didn't develop the way I thought it should develop, to be completely honest with you. Now, granted, I think it can't be all on him either, right? So Kalen DeBoer does have his system, his style. Kane Womack, same thing with him. I think it all comes down to a wait and see now, because here's the thing. What HaHa Clinton Dix, I think, was what he did was the best and worst thing by saying we're looking for production over potential, right? We all know that was kind of the storyline for a couple weeks. If you guys pay attention to X whatsoever. And what it did is it didn't just call other people out or other players out. It called his entire coaching staff out at the same time and put pressure on them. In other words, we're letting these guys go. When you're talking about the James Smith, the Quay Russalls, all these guys step, right? Well, by saying that, and I know a lot of people are going to say, well, if James Smith and Quay Rusall go out and ball out, I'm going to have something to say. And I will too, under one circumstance, if it doesn't turn around this year, right? So you can't let those guys go and then our defensive line not look better. Right. So, I mean, that just can't happen. And I know people are going to use the excuse of, well, they're young and everything else. Look, Kalen DeBoer's not been there 1 or 2 years now. Right. So he's had enough time to put his people in place. He's had enough time to put his recruits in place now. The system is officially here. Nick Saban's a thing of the past when it comes down to it. Yes, he's still there as a special advisor, but at the same time, it's Kalen DeBoer's program to run. So when you talk about what's happening behind the scenes right now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not one of those people. I'm hoping it works. As a Bama fan, look, I hope they're all home runs. I hope we win the national championship this year and everything looks glorious. But I'm also a realist, right? So and I'm hoping really for Freddie Roach, for Mike Gillespie, a lot of the guys that I've loved at Alabama for the past almost 7-8 years now, that it does work out. Right, in their favor and everything else. But at the same time, I need to see it. I need to see it on the field, man, because I feel like there was times where we squandered so much talent, right? I feel like Jalen Milroe was put in a bad position. I feel like Ty Simpson was put in a bad position because of information not being said. We know now that Ty Simpson was more injured during the season that was being let on. That's in the open now. So, and of course, we want to drag him through the coals saying, what the hell's wrong with Ty Simpson? When really, in all reality, it was the restriction of what was being let on. So, there's so much more to this than we can just look at the surface and go, yeah, here's what's going on. So it's hard to sit there and be the drink the Kool-Aid, cheer on Alabama type person right now when you've seen the twist of the program in a sense of, well, let's wait and see. You know what I mean? Because we saw 17 years of Nick Saban, and we got spoiled, including myself. You know what I mean? Every year I'm like, we're going to win the national championship or we're going to contend for it, or, we have that expectation. And yes, we should have that expectation. But the reality is you're not going to have it every year. You're going to have the Indianas. You're going to have those moments to where these teams are going to rise up. And, it's a cycle. Alabama has always been dominant. We've always came back around to be dominant, which is what makes us such a great dynasty, right? When you talk about all the way from Frank Thomas, Wade Wallace to, Gene Stallings, to Bear Bryant, to Nick Saban. I mean, there's a reason why we have the lineage we have. But at the same time, like, not everything's going to work out every single year. So I'm waiting on some big things. I do expect big things from Adrian Clem. I expect big things from Richard Owens, right? So is it Richard? I can't remember his name. The new tight ends coach from Louisville. So I expect big things from those dudes. Why? Because you're stepping on campus in Tuscaloosa. So big things are expected of you, right? And it seems like through the past couple of years, you falter on some excuse. I'm not that dude. I'm not going to sit there and give you no leniency, right? So I'm very critical of these guys. But I think we're going to have a good year. Yeah, I think there's a lot to talk about when you talk about since Kalen DeBoer, what has gone on since he's been there. I mean, hell, if you really want to dig into the weeds, don't get me started on Yay, Alabama. You know what I mean? We can start really digging into things as far as the booster program goes and the restriction from the media to, where's the money going type things, what's happening to the Paul Bear Bryant Museum. Like I said, I'm so involved in Tuscaloosa now, you got some red flags, man. You're asking questions. So and there's a reason why we're not asking for access to anything. There's a reason for that. Trust me.
And you know what, Jonathan? And it's like what KT said a couple of days ago. It's when she said transition takes time. And Alabama's still in the middle of transition.
It is. Absolutely.
It's still in the middle of transition. And I've said it, she said it, a lot of us have said it. But in that transition, you should also see progress. You're going to see some 100%. Regressing in some areas, but the regressing shouldn't be so sometimes the regressing shouldn't be so obvious all the time, where it just actually looks like regression. At least there should be somebody there kind of holding up the wall until you can get it built like you really want to. But you've seen some stuff fall flat on his face. But in that defense, though, Jonathan, and to Bishop and to Twister, but in defense of all of that too, sometimes falling on your face is the best thing.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because now you can pick back up, know what got you here, know what caused you to fall, and if that means getting rid of some folks, then so be it.
Yeah, and I felt like it was a long time coming, right? So when you look at, I'm not going to mention all that, but we know the offensive line coach got replaced. You know what I mean? We knew there was guys that just had to go, right? So those were definitely necessary. The only thing that worries me, and like I said, I'm going to hold my reservations on, is we got throttled by Florida State. We already know that. We've already talked about that a million times. And then at the end of the year, look, I can handle getting beat by Indiana. I can even handle getting beat by Indiana the way we did, except for one circumstance, and that's just when the team looks like it gave up, right? So when teams start to give up, when teams start to lose interest in the game, I start to question the leadership of the team. I don't question so much because at the end of the day, those guys are getting paid the big money. Kalen DeBoer, Kane Womack, Ryan Gruber, they're getting paid a lot of money to keep those dudes involved in this thing. And when you had the performance against Indiana that we had, like it was almost disinterested, and then I start to question things on like what's happening at the very top, right? So, and that's why I said I think there's a lot that can come from this. I'm not giving up on Kalen DeBoer and those guys, but I'm definitely not going to be that guy that's just going to say everything's fine either. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say, oh yeah, we're just going to win the national championship next year either. So I'm going to hold my reservations on that stuff. And I know a lot of people won't like it, but it's just my opinion. That's all it is. So we're all going to have them.
I hear you. Bishop,
Yeah.
Got a couple more questions here. Let me go back to the start right quick. Going back to the start. Okay. Here we go. Your lady Latoya said, "Hey guys, what game do you think will be the difficult just because of where it sits on the schedule?"
Mm.
I'm gonna start with you, Twister. I'm gonna start with you on that one.
Yeah.
Ask
Yeah, you
Latoya.
got that twist.
Start with you on that one, Twister.
Let me see. Salute to you, Jonathan, man. God bless you, man. Roll out to you,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, you too, man.
I'm gonna say I'm actually gonna say 2.
Okay.
Number 1 is gonna be Georgia. They always gonna bring that out there. Number 1 is gonna be Georgia. And I'm gonna say the other one is going to be LSU.
Okay. Just because of where it sits on the schedule?
Yes, number 1, if we beat Georgia, they'll let us know what kind of team we are.
Okay.
And they're down the stretch against LSU, maybe because the Lane Kiffin factor involved in there and how he recruits his players and into the system and stuff. Georgia and LSU.
Okay.
Because the reason I'm saying that, and Governor said about Tennessee might be the one to let us know what we is. I'm gonna say Georgia, and I'm gonna say LSU. If we beat those two,
Mhm.
man, Alabama's not gonna be stopped.
I got
That's
you.
my opinion.
Okay. Bishop?
Interesting. So if I'm correct, you have Ole Miss or Mississippi this year?
No, we don't
University?
play. Alabama doesn't play Ole Miss.
No,
We
they're
play
not Ole
Mississippi
Miss. We
State.
play Mississippi State.
Mississippi State. You play Texas?
No.
No.
Okay. So you have Georgia.
Out of the SEC, Bishop, we're going to play Kentucky. We're going to play Georgia. We're going to play South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Tennessee.
Yeah, that's the one.
LSU, Auburn. Somebody else I'm missing. Mississippi State.
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
I would say this. For me, Georgia and you guys, that's a rival game. And you lately you've been having that number. So that's not the one. Because understand, remember, the floor is 10-2 to make it to the playoffs.
Right.
With the prevailing situation. So I know Kiffin he's dabbling, but I don't know if he can be congruent. But South Carolina for you guys, for me, is that broadness test. Because last year, there's no way they should have been in the game with you. And yet they were.
Got a point on that.
And then next one, I just don't know about you guys going to Starkville with the cowbells. I just don't know. It's the ones to me, Bama always gets up for the good games, but the ones that you have some history with, I just don't know if you get up as much for Mississippi State, but they're different now. And so it's still yet to be seen, but those are my two.
Gotcha. Okay. Jonathan?
I think the most obvious answer is going to be Georgia, right? So is Kirby Smart still going to be there? Me personally, like I said, the way we got our asses handed to us, I'm looking at Florida State. You got to prove something. Like Those dudes took us down to Tallahassee and drug us across the field. I think it needs to be given back. So
Revenge game. Revenge game.
exactly. So you can't let if those dudes come up and even come close to Alabama this year, look, they can't be within 10 points. They can't be within 13 points, to be honest with you. Or I'm going to feel disrespected almost. Like, no, what happened last year was absolutely disrespect. So from that standpoint, I'm looking at that Florida State game right after Kentucky. And there's so much movement in the SEC this year. Bishop, I would normally be with you on Mississippi State, but it is one of the most lopsided rivalries in the history of college football. Alabama almost never, ever, ever loses to Mississippi State. The closest it probably came was Dak Prescott, right? So when he was there,
Right. I hear you.
Arbuckle's great. I think not Arbuckle. Levy's doing good things there, no doubt. It's one of those, and I love Camarion. I believe his name's Camarion, right?
Yeah, he is.
I think that dude. I've been preaching about that dude since last year. I think
he's
Talking about the quarterback.
Yeah, he's that dude.
Real deal.
He's that dude.
Real deal.
Yeah,
and Jonathan, you forgot about 2017. They went to the Y with us when we won that championship in 2017.
Oh, yeah.
They were neck and neck with us too. Yeah, they played some ball that year.
And they'll get up, but I just I hate
know.
those. I've been to Starkville twice, man. I hate those Cowbells dudes. It's so annoying. And Poe on here says Kroom beat Sylvester Kroom. First of all, I think one of the most overlooked coaches in the SEC that did great things. Way more respect.
Exactly.
For what he did, not even just at Alabama, but beforehand. But I won't get into all that. But yeah, I think those two, Georgia, and I think it's going to be interesting with all the movement. The LSU game with now, obviously we know who there is there with Lane Kiffin, and South Carolina seems to be that gnat that's just waiting.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. Yeah.
But other than that, like I said, I'm hoping to see a lot of improvement and I know you feel me on this one, Bishop, like the rest of us. Look, the run game's going to improve on both sides.
Oh,
look, we can't have another year running like we did last year, or we're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
Big trouble.
And Pete, Jonathan, what's your thoughts on Mr. Sankey giving us 9 games to where we lose our second bye week?
The dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why the hell would you position yourself?
Thank you.
Thank you.
It makes zero sense. So you're going to position yourself with this because it's like the Big Ten. Look, I get it. People want to talk about the Big Ten's won the national championship now 3 years in a row, and I give them that credit. There's no doubt about it, hands down. But I'm sorry, playing the Northwesterns, playing those type of teams week in and week out is not the same, man. And then you add on the fact that Alabama, people want to criticize SEC scheduling cupcakes at the back end of the schedule, but yet they don't want to criticize their own teams for scheduling those at the front end of the schedule, right? So Alabama plays Florida State. We're not playing the Charlottes. We do have them on there, obviously. But what I'm getting at, it's not loaded with just those teams. And then the Big Ten loves resorting to this. Well, we're playing, oh my gosh, those Miami, Ohio Valley teams that are on the fringe of D1 talent, period. And sitting there trying to claim that they're not FCS schools. I'm like, I get it. They're not technically. But look at the schedule, man. We know there's a reason why there's more SEC talent in the NFL than any other conference. We know that. So when people want to argue who has the best talent, all you got to do is point to the NFL, right? So if there's more SEC talent in the NFL than Big Ten or anybody, well, that's going to tell you who it is. You know what I mean? So, and for that shift to happen, it will tell you over the course of time what it's going to look like in the future. But yeah, I can go on a tangent about this stuff all day, man.
And Big Ten don't even really have no challenge for real. Who you got? Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State. That's basically it. And the rest of them, you don't hear about no Northwestern, Nebraska, or no
Iowa,
Wisconsin.
All right,
Rutgers.
Here we go. I'm gonna do something because Jonathan and Twister are talking about it. I'm going to bring something up here. I'm trying to pull something up right quick. Here we go. When you're talking about, all right, here we go. I'm just going to use Michigan, for instance. Here's their schedule. All right. They start off by playing Western Michigan. Their second game, they play Oklahoma. But their third game, they're playing UTEP. They play Iowa. Then they go to Minnesota. Then they're off. And then they play Penn State. They play Indiana. They go to Rutgers. Michigan State. They go to Oregon. Then they play UCLA. And then they play at Ohio State. That's Michigan's schedule.
Yeah.
That's basically their schedule. But if I go to, let me see. Oh, this is so set up different, man. Here we go. No, that's not what I want. This one. But if I go to somebody else's schedule, that's not what I'm looking at here. Come on now. Right here. Okay, maybe this will give me back what I want. All right. You got, like on Saturday, September the 5th, for the Big Ten goes, UCLA is playing Cal. UAB is playing Illinois. This is just one weekend. University of North Texas. Yeah, North Texas is playing Indiana. Northern Illinois is playing Iowa. Howard is playing Maryland. WMU, like I said, Western Michigan is playing Michigan. Toledo's playing Michigan State. Ohio's playing Nebraska. Let me get to a big boy. Boise State is playing Oregon. Marshall is playing Penn State. Someone else is playing Purdue. Fresno playing USC. And Washington State is playing Washington. The in-state game is actually being played first.
Which is crazy to me.
Which is crazy work.
Big rivalry. That's a good game to me.
But Jonathan, Bishop, Twister, y'all want to hear a funny story?
Go ahead.
I was out there in Washington visiting my kids in Tacoma, Seattle area. When that Washington and Washington State, the week of that game, they were playing it the same week that of Auburn and Alabama. Do y'all know, and I promise y'all this, that game out there is hardly even talked about.
Yep.
On this end, when you talk about the Iron Bowl, that's the topic and that's the dominating conversation piece in everybody's conversation. Out there, Washington State, it's just like us talking about tap water versus Texarkana, whatever the name of that water, Dasani. That's how it goes. They don't even hype that up. That's the biggest thing that kept me from moving out there, is that I'm a football junkie. Washington State, I guarantee you, if I went out there right now for that spring game, and you know you're going to play Washington State in Seattle, first game of the year, they're not even talking about it at all. At all.
It's crazy. Because
crazy.
Talking to some of the players too, you know what I mean? Like we've had guys on the show, that previous Washington players, like that's a very personal game to those guys. Now, the players take it extremely serious. They love that matchup. And one of my dream games to go to is Washington because of the look. Dude, the stadium is literally set against a lake, for God's sakes. Like the scenery I heard is absolutely amazing. You know what I mean? The environment. Yeah.
The Mount Rainier is in the distance.
Dude, that's amazing.
Mount Rainier is in the distance. The stadium in the fall of the year, it is like very picturesque out there. Yep. You would love it. You would love it. But the vibe is horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I go out there for some pictures.
Oh, yeah, because you're a picture guy.
Yeah.
Jonathan, I'm going to send you some pictures of Mount Rainier from where you'll see. But the vibe, Jonathan,
I want to see it myself too.
Bishop, Twister, the vibe, don't go. Don't go. It will break your heart.
Yeah.
It will break your heart. But I tell you this, Jonathan and Twister, you don't count Bishop in this one. But I dare you to go in fast grocery store wearing an Alabama paraphernalia, wearing a Bama t-shirt, and watch what happens.
Yeah.
Watch what happens.
Hmm.
Bama fans everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. Bama fans. I'm telling you. One dude grabbed me and picked me up off the ground, hugging me because I was wearing a Bama t-shirt, and talked me to death. I'm trying to get in there and get me a Boston butt so I can put it on the grill. And we talked about Bama football for about an hour right there in that grocery store. That's the truth. But nobody brought up Washington. Nobody brought up Washington State. But if you go north, Gonzaga, they'll stand there and talk with you about Gonzaga basketball till the cows come on.
Yeah. I bet.
And by the way, y'all, when I was out there, Bishop, this is when DeBoer was still there.
Is that right?
He was still there.
He's on there 2 years.
Michael Penix Jr. What's his name? Twister that you were talking about earlier, the wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, plenty of those guys.
Adunze, is that his name?
Roman Dunze.
Adunze.
Yeah.
He was there. The running back that you were talking about, that gained 1,000 yards.
Dylan
he
Johnson.
Was there.
Yeah, they do from Mississippi State. They went to Washington. Yes.
Yeah. Parker Brailsford was there. Austin Mack hadn't got there yet, but darn it, what's that guy's name? Jerm Bernard was there. And by the way, y'all, when all this
too, I think
Jerm Bernard wasn't even a starter. He wasn't even a starter.
No, they had a loaded wide receiver core.
They were loaded.
They're still in the NFL. So yeah.
And so when you talk about what Latoya's talking about, that matching up stuff, the game for me, I'm going to go. Jonathan, you stole one of mine, which was Florida State. But the game for me is, now I know y'all gonna laugh at me, but it's Kentucky. Kentucky. Yeah.
They got that new coach.
They got the new coach. They have a new quarterback. They bought in some players. They really did. And plus, it's on the road. It's the second game of the year.
Kroger Field.
The first SEC game, and it's on the road. That game will be difficult. I believe that. And then the next one, what Jonathan said, Florida State. I don't look at Georgia. We basically own Georgia.
Yes, we do.
We basically own them. Georgia have every year. Georgia has always put the better team on the field, and Bama finds a way to beat them. With the exception of the SEC championship, when Bama had over 10 players out.
Yep, I've been saying that. But
so
yeah,
you have to factor that in. If Bama had been up to speed there in that SEC championship game, which by the way, Georgia didn't want to play it. They did not want to play it, but I'm gonna leave that right. I'm gonna leave that sitting right there. But they did not want to play that game. And if Bama's up to speed, Bama beats them again. But hindsight is 2020. So to deal with the question at hand, I'm going to say Kentucky, and my next game where it sits on the schedule, Florida State, the second and the third game.
So basically, Jonathan, Piano Man, all I'm saying that we got to take every game seriously.
Thank you.
Every game seriously. That's why I'm saying we can't look over nobody.
And let me remind everybody, the caveat is understand there is only 8 positions left to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Repeat that again.
Give me an idea for a show, and I need a pencil so I can write the pencil.
You know why I said that, P.
To write
Repeat
that down.
That again,
Yeah.
Notre Dame. I know. man.
Yeah, see,
Man, I don't want to hear
see,
about no Notre
see.
Dame. I don't want to hear about no Notre Dame.
Nobody does. But when we looked at that schedule, my goodness.
They're in the playoffs with that schedule.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're already-
Thank you.
They skating to the playoffs. That's all we're gonna say.
Hey, Twister, they were in one of those beds that they could just go to sleep and roll on down the street with some wheels on and roll on down the street, and all they got to do is cross 10 hills, and they're going to run through the competition. And because for the most part, the only game that I see that they might stub their toe on would either be Miami or BYU.
But they already proved it last year. They can lose those games and still stay ranked. So it's still stay up there. So I mean,
thank you, Jonathan, for coming on today. Confirmation, documentation beats conversation. This is why it's so. This is why I was so hinged on why that is the NCAA. I don't know what you were thinking, but that's not standing on merit.
No.
Heck no. Hell no.
It's not.
And then Notre Dame just got a free spot at the playoffs. I'm like,
Absolutely.
because of the what was that the tradition? Really?
So that's why
They
I
ain't
tell
won a
you.
championship since the 80s, and you talking about tradition.
Hey, and Bama hater, you should hate it because that tells me that even if you guys beat them this time, they're in. What that gonna do to you? You better make sure you 10-2 is your bottom.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely, because I'm looking at their schedule right now. Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State, Purdue, North Carolina, Stanford, BYU, Navy, Miami, Boston College, SMU, Syracuse. So at most, you're going to see 2 ranked teams probably. I'm talking about SMU and Miami. And the SMU's a maybe. You know what I mean? I think they'll be in the bottom half of the top 20.
Right.
Jonathan,
Yeah,
I would love to take their schedule. We would love to take their schedule.
Bro, I know 18 U7-on-7s taking that schedule. Bro.
My daddy.
Man.
Hey,
C1N, Cam, bring
I
your
rest
team
my
up.
case. Thank you, Jonathan. I rest my case. That's my family. That's my pet peeve is that this NCAA catered to Notre Dame and they caved to it. They caved to it. So now the rest of us, there's 8 spots left. And actually, it depending on how it all breaks down, it could be 7 spots. But the bottom line is, look at the strength of schedule. Oh, my bad. That's right. They said the strength of schedule is supposed to count, right?
Oh, it's supposed to be. It should.
And it don't.
Come on, bro.
Well, they throw it out the window then. Everybody talking about. So basically, let's just say Notre Dame go all the way and win the thing. Who did they play to get there? Who did they beat to get there?
Imagine
What happened to competition?
they have to get up for one game this year. In all reality, that Miami game. So they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 8 games to get ready.
So basically, that's the rivalry game, the pros versus the cons, right? That's the rivalry. That's a rivalry game, right?
Yeah.
Right. At this point, it is because they lost. Oh, by the way, we're not even talking about this. NCAA, thank you for, well, I won't blame just NCAA because it's a combination of all 3 for removing one of the most traditional games in college football in USC and Notre Dame, by the way.
Thank you.
Wow.
Boom,
Why
there's
did
the
you
bomb.
do that? That's a rivalry game there too.
Oh,
Like-
no. That's not rivalry. That's beyond rivalry.
That's historic
That's
to
like
me.
tradition. That's tradition.
So
That's tradition.
Boy.
That's tradition.
yeah, I think that needs to be a bigger talking point because I mean that's another once again. I mean, I would give Notre Dame saying, "Hey, at least you're playing USC. USC's a team." Like, nope. I forgot who they replaced him with. I think it was. I want to say it was. I can't remember which one on the schedule they swapped him with. But yeah, I'll just leave it at that, man. It's disheartening when you look at. We're not just losing like good games. We're now starting to lose traditional games, right? So the things that make college football, like once again, like I would love to go out and see as much as I hate Lincoln Riley, I want to go out and see a USC versus Notre Dame game, right? So, and now look, I'm not going up to Notre Dame, so I need that warm weather. So I'll go out to SoCal to watch it.
Right.
But yeah, like
The White is saying NCAA didn't get rid of it, the CFP did, but the NCAA allowed it.
yeah, they allowed it, man. They're the governing body. The NCAA is the governing body. They can stop things from happening, and they're not doing it. They're not. So
And check this out, you guys. Just think of this. And this is how crazy it is. You have the SEC that is so heavily laden that you cannot take for granted any of your opponents in those 8 SEC games. No way. It's no way you even the Mississippi States, you better bring your A game. You better bring your A game.
Moon Rocker, we believe you 100%. We agree with you 100%.
Moon Rocker for president.
Amen, my brother.
Yep.
What you said. They don't believe. And my question is, Jonathan, with what Moon Rocker said, when did the disbelief start?
in the 80s.
Yep.
The truth is in the 80s.
The 80s.
Yep.
When the NCAA came around, that look, NCAA has not been around for a couple of years. This has been going on since the 80s. The NCAA, we all know if you follow, look, I'm going to use the phrase follow the money. Man, I'm telling you right now, that's all you got to do. But the NCAA has been twisting things since, I would say, the late 80s, easily the late 80s, early 90s. I've been an anti-NCAA guy ever since I've been on YouTube. I never could stand the NCAA. Look, anybody that I hate to use these words and terms, but it is what it is. The NCAA didn't want to bring NIL in. We already knew that, right? So I mean, look at what their president said. You know what I mean? The day we start paying players, I won't be. You know what I mean? I won't be the president, whatever he was. I can't remember what his position was. And I'm like, okay, so like kind of to me, I hate to say it, but no, I'm not going to go there because it's your show. But
What is this?
Man, shoot your shot, man. Spit your
Man,
gumbo.
shoot your shot. We do gumbo over here. You in the family.
So basically, what you're telling me is you're all right with modern day slavery at this point with kids. Is what you're telling me? Because
bada bing, bada boom.
You're okay with these kids bringing an institution $170 million, but you don't want to give them, you know what I mean, their piece of the pie. Because at the end of the day, we already know what's coming from this, right? So we already know that the NCAA pays their, I want to say their commissioner, head commissioner, 23 point something million per year to do what exactly? Can anybody on here or in the comment section tell me what he does? Because it's hard for me to find anything they do, right? But you want to strip the rights or strip the money from these kids that are earning, really, they're the ones earning that money for the institution. And I get it. You're going to sit there and preach free scholarship. You can save that BS because how much is a scholarship worth to this day? I got a bachelor's degree. I got a business degree and don't use it. Now, part of that's my choice. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, like, a degree's worth, we'll say an expensive degree is worth $100,000. You're going to tell me a Bryce Young, you're going to tell me a Najee Harris, you know what I mean? And Amari Cooper, a Julio Jones. You can even go down to the guys I'm working with personally now, Jesse Williams, and those guys are they're not bringing in $100,000. Dude, get the hell out of here, man. These guys are bringing in, they're changing the economy. Look at what Nick Saban did for Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa's enrollment was University of Alabama's enrollment was 16,000 by the time he retired. 45,000. He tripled the enrollment at Alabama. Look at how much growth Tuscaloosa has seen. You have a Julio Jones Kia. Like the growth alone from the coach to the players that get involved is astronomical, right? And to sit there and not want to give these guys their piece of the pie, it is what it is, man. I'm sorry. Like you showing a little isms, you know what I mean? Like that's just my personal opinion. You don't want to pay the people what they earn. So,
And let me piggyback off of Jonathan.
and I'm trying to tiptoe around a lot of it. But
I know you. I know you are. But now we tell the truth Thursday, so you came in right in time.
Just tell the truth.
Tell the truth. Here's the key. They don't want to tackle what's the true root, which is the portal, where a lot of kids go to sit and die and never get back in. But we have institutions and their entities or their head coaches and staff telling kids to get in, but understanding they're not once they get in, they dust their hands off of them, and it's up on that kid and whoever's supporting them to get them back to another university.
Yeah.
And yet the portal is over 3,500 kids at this current point. Plus
the Division I. Let's refrain that. It's not even the whole portal. The whole portal right now is sitting at almost 8,000.
8,000. Thank you.
So you're speaking specifically on the upper echelon, right, of the portal. Not even NAIA and all that stuff.
Tag team back again.
Like, so whole lot of kids go there and find nowhere to go, and that benefits one person. So. Man, I'm telling you right now, there's a lot to this thing. There's a lot of money involved. Sports, college football is $1 billion with a B dollar industry, not $1 million.
And Bishop said something about if we only just educate.
Yeah.
The problem is, see, this is where when you get these committees and they go to, they led by Mr. Saban and they want to go to the president. The problem is they will never include everybody that's involved in it. They will only go for what they need to gain out of it. And it's going to be a nothing burger because the bottom line is all you're going to do is set something to go into the system and go through the court system.
And we all know anything that goes through a court system it can be bought, corrupted, manipulated.
I rest my case.
I mean, we already know that. When I was in business school, I learned one thing. You know what the most profitable portion of the government is from the court system? It's divorce court.
Yep. Man,
let me tell you right now, and there's a reason why you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars in divorce court. When you're talking about how that whole process works of therapists and everything else, and then people wonder why America, I'm not going to say they promote divorce. You go to a lot of different countries, it's spoken to a lot different, right? You affecting a lot of people's pockets, man. When you think about how this whole thing works, you change one little thing, whether it be the transfer portal going from 2 windows to 1, you're affecting somebody's pockets somewhere, right? So when you start messing with people's pockets, you're going to know it because noise is going to be made somewhere.
Hey, P, did I send you something? Yeah, you and the gumbo chefs. I sent you that deal from Pat Ben David when he was talking about if these kids, I hate when they play politics because if you realize it, that if I'm in Oklahoma or in Florida, or there's certain states that don't pay tax on their NIL.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. I remember that.
And see, the key is this bothers me to this day, is that they're not willing to go to the source of the matter. They won't educate, but yet we want to say there's still American dream, and you got a perfect opportunity to put it into play, but you're not willing to tackle it and educate.
Well,
Wow.
the thing about this, Bishop, is, I mean, once again, I'm not trying to go into a political rant here.
No, we're not.
But I'm saying, like, the best way to keep somebody in their place is to make sure that they don't become educated. You know what I mean? So, like, when people aren't educated, when people aren't taught, they don't know any better, right? So, like, imagine that.
I got a question for all three of y'all. Okay, we talking about the transfer portal, the recruiting, and then we got to turn around and buy the players that we recruit, just let them stay on the team. If they, to make sure they stay on the team.
Yeah, re-signings.
And then I like transfer portal. We trying to get the guys, and then we recruiting.
Retention. Yep.
That is a lot of work. And then you got to buy them for them to stay.
Yep.
That don't matter. So if we doing all the transfer portals and all that, what is recruiting then?
That's just one aspect of it.
You want to be? I can definitely.
No, Jonathan. Lay leather. Go on.
Jonathan, hold back, man, and lay the lumber.
I'm telling you right now, high school recruiting is no longer high school recruiting. I can 100% tell you that. We had a guy come on our show, and he's a part of our team now, Coach Jones, who coached at Clark Atlanta, laid it out. He said, if you think that high school recruits are going to continue going to D1 schools the way they're going right now, he's like, you're out of your mind. He's like, what's about to happen is you're about to see these JUCOs, these Division III, these Division II schools become nothing but a farming system for Division I. He's like, because at the end of the day, let's say Coach DeBoer, we'll use Alabama for example, right? Let's say right now he's under some heat, even though he went to the playoffs, he's under a little heat. So do you think Coach DeBoer has two options? Does he primarily focus on high school recruiting that's going to take time to develop and take a risk on, or does he go into the transfer portal with somebody with more experience, a bigger body, is more matured supposedly, and pay for that kid to come out of the transfer? Because you're paying for both. You're paying for the high school recruit now, and you're paying for the transfer portal kid. The transfer portal kid is going to cost you a little bit more money, most likely.
A lot of money.
But the assurance is there, right? From his perspective, because his job is on the line. Where is he going to go to? Most likely he's going to go to that transfer portal. So what you're going to start to see over the next couple of years is more and more and more leniency on the transfer portal, which, by the way, benefits the transfer portal kids when they shrunk that window to one window. So now it's even more important that you hit on the transfer portal kids, and it shrinkens the importance of the high school recruits. So what it did is it completely flipped high school recruiting on its head, absolutely 180 degrees. I've been going to these camps. I'll say my summer, right? All summer for me now. I've been to 5 in the past 6 weeks, 5 camps, 6. Yeah. Now, and there's consistency in a couple things. One of those consistencies is coaches and former players asking me questions and hearing them talk about something in particular. They said, look, you may think you're a D1 talent, and you may be a D1 talent, but if you turn down that JUCO offer, you may be setting yourself up for failure, because there's no guarantee that Alabama is going to come. Just because they show interest doesn't mean they mean interest. There's always a leverage to this side, right? So one of the most deceiving things that you can see is let's say a Max Sutter, right? A big time recruit for Alabama, the tight end, 6'7", like 230-pound monster, right? And we're speaking, let's say 2 years from now in the future. Max Sutter shows up, high school recruit, and then he brings in a Josh Ford style tight end that's already grown, blah, 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 all that stuff. You don't know, Mac doesn't know if this school is actually interested or if it's being leveraged for the tight end in the transfer portal for money. becoming a very dangerous game of where is the money being leveraged, and the college is going to know where that money is being leveraged. The high school kid has zero chance to know. So it's flipping even more on its head, right? So, and that's why I tell these kids, they're like, well, if I think I'm a D1 kid, why would I, accept an Alabama A&M offer? I'm like, because nothing's guaranteed, brother. Like, if Alabama says, here's your scholarship, I'm saying, thank you for the scholarship. I'm accepting it right now. And there's nothing saying that if an Alabama doesn't come later, you can't decommit and recommit or commit to Alabama. But you better take something that's given to you on the spot, because there's no guarantees in college football anymore. Those days are way long gone, man. Like, and Coach Jones said it, he was at Clark Atlanta, and he's like, look, we don't go after high school recruit. He's not there anymore. His son going through the MLB process right now. He left Clark Atlanta, and he's like, I can't even walk into a kid's living room and tell these guys, you're going to be, I can offer you now. That offer may not be good in 7 days. That's how it works. People don't understand there's time limits. If you've never been through this process, you don't understand there's time. Dude, when you're offered something, that offer doesn't stand forever. The offer stands for a certain period of time. And at any time, that coach can call you and say, we're pulling that offer. Right? Because we done found somebody else in the transfer portal. Like, that's why I tell kids, look, if you could offer something, take it. Please take it. And you could always decommit later on if you need it. But don't strip yourself of something because you think, or your ego gets in the way, or your pride gets in your way. And I know it's something that's hard to hear, because you may think you're better than that or whatever, but it's not where you start. It's where you finish, right? So if you got the talent to be that next one, then maybe you spend a year in JUCO, and next thing you know, you're being recruited by Alabama, right? From the transfer portal. And now you're getting a bag versus a small bag or whatever that may look like. So, but yeah, recruiting is completely changing, fellas. Camps are completely changing. That's why we started Rep 1. It's free. You know what I mean? Like, it's JUCOs are popping up everywhere. There's 3 new JUCO schools in Alabama this year. Well, 1 reinvigorated, they brought back, but 3 new ones starting in 2026.
And I'm gonna say this while I'm at it.
Thank you for asking my question.
Yeah, sorry for the long answer.
Honest to goodness, though, Twister, the answer is actually longer than that, because here's the deal. And I want to say this. This is what I was about to say. In hanging out with Coach Carlin, with Jonathan here a couple of weekends ago, once again, Bishop, it opened my eyes even in another area, in another arena of how this all works, of how this really all works. These kids, first of all, you have a lot of kids out there that's gunning for the D1. That's where they're really gunning for.
Yep.
But they understand the reality of stuff. And this is why a lot of these guys in high school, their mindset is way down the street, especially if they got somebody guiding them in the process of it already. So somebody's not going to just up and come and shoot off a load of bull and expect them to take it. I'm going back to something what Moonrocker said, because I quoted Jonathan, and this is what Moonrocker said. These youngsters are fickle in every way. See, you've got fickle meeting fickle, because one of the things that's happening is, and I remember Twister and Bishop, we kind of talked about this, that a player will go to I just used Alabama. Alabama pays him $10,000 just to come and visit, but you end up choosing Oklahoma. I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah, right. No, go ahead.
You end up now. Bama done paid you $10,000 just for a visit, but then you end up choosing someone else. Now, just like Jonathan said, even though the university may have shown interest, that don't mean they're going to choose you.
No, it is not at
but
all.
The player is playing that same game too, Jonathan.
Yep.
That they're showing interest, And this university is going out of their way, Bishop and Twister, and catering to them, and then they end up choosing somebody else.
Ain't no fun when the rabbit has the gun, huh?
When the rabbit got that gun, and I got to tell you, I'm going to say it. When the rabbit starts shooting, the rabbit don't miss.
No,
I'm saying now, the rabbit ain't gonna miss. So something's gonna have to be done.
And let me say this, Jonathan.
They're just a hot mess.
I'm tag teaming because I know where Jonathan's going. Check this out, parents, grandparents. If you don't get ahead of this and understand this is your opportunity to make sure your children's children are set up, you're missing the boat. Because understand, you need to understand how NIL works. Because actuality, you need to be well versed, because by the time they enter in, you could have a portfolio versus 1 to 2 NIL deals. See, what I teach and what I share with anybody, these young men that I life coach, is that you need to have a portfolio. So that way you have national, local, and regional NILs. Because understand, the local is just home base, but it's also predicated on what's going on in the community. And it can be fickle at times because it's based on the going economic environment in that area, versus the regional and the national. They have more of a longevity bone to their doing.
Yeah, and I want to elaborate on something real quick, because I feel like this is another thing too. Look, there's I always try to steal this statement. I can't remember if it's Coach Carl that said it, but I always make the statement of 5-star kids have 5-star parents. So it's so important, if you're a parent and you're listening or you're attending or whatever, that you have, you want to show support to your kid, because the reality is you don't know what's coming for him. And there's so many I've been involved in talking to now that I realize too, that look, you also, as a 18-year-old kid now, when you sign this NIL deal, have to distinguish between your parents being for you, and this is the reality of it, and your parents being against you. And by being against you, I mean, look, you about to sign for some big money, and you don't know if your uncle or your mom is there for you or for that money. And I've seen it both ways. And that's a hard reality. So when we partnered up with LAA and Drew Kohler, that was a big piece of it. People were like, well, this guy's an NFL and an NIL agent. I'm like, yeah. And this dude's legit. You know what I mean? Like, because we got to witness, seeing stuff where this stuff is like, the kid shorted himself possibly $500,000, you know what I mean? Or $250 million from 1 year, because that said individual wanted to be involved and didn't know what the hell they were doing. Right. So, and let me tell you something, there's nothing makes a business that's involved in NIL more happy than seeing that parent, that family member walking up as that representative, because they don't know the laws. They don't know how this works. So they about to take your son for every dime they can for free. They about to put his face on the side of a truck to sell tacos for a fraction of what it could have been. You know what I mean? So when I mean you better get yourself educated, whether you're the 18-year-old kid signing the NIL, well, number one, you should be. And number two, the family member that wants to represent. And look, I'm all for it if you know what you're doing. But you better do your homework, and you better be versed up on it, because you don't want to be that guy later on costing your kid that money. Because here's the tough reality, fellas, and we all know this: 99% of these kids aren't playing in the NFL. Football's not in their future. Mm-hmm. So that NIL money is, you putting that into a stocks, a portfolio, like you said, Bishop, like building yourself a future, right? So outside of football, I mean, we have a person on our team, Marvin Constant, that's done that. Dude's a cloud engineer now. Like, yeah, blew out his knee in college football and worked his way up. So I don't know anybody better to speak on from that standpoint. So yes, but I've seen it both in twisted ways, man. You speak to these kids at these camps, like, yeah, my mom and dad didn't show up, and what are they doing? Well, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say no names, not because it's none of my business. It's not my position to do that.
Right.
But it disheartens me to an extent because I'm looking at this kid with super talented, uber talented. But who's promoting you? Well, no, I try what I can on social media. And it's just one of those things, man. It's just disheartening to see, but that's why I'm trying to, we're all doing what we try to do.
Yeah.
So,
And see,
go ahead.
no, what I was going to say, thank you, Jonathan, for coming on today, because this is what need to be said. This is why before the government gets their grubby paws on this, we need to educate our young men and women and the parents and hip them to this is the American dream, and don't let them steal it away from you. This is where, understand, a lot of the problem is because they don't, only certain ones know how that money works and don't understand how to play the game.
Yeah. And look, I'm not trying to sound selfish, but if I'm that 18-year-old kid, and I'm scrapping for every penny.
Facts.
Bro,
Facts.
you only get this chance one time in life. So you better scrap for everything you can, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's me, you better treat it like there's no tomorrow. That's the way I'd be acting. That's the way I act towards things now. The mindset changed, right? So, like, I don't take anything for granted when it comes to that my time, right? So I treat time that way because we only get so much time. We only live one time, right? So, depending on your beliefs, I won't get into that, but yeah, you only got so much time, so you better use it wisely.
And P, I want to thank you for having us to have this show, because I want people to understand there's a reason why we stand so hard for these kids, and that the J Dubs, the TPs, the Coach Ricks, the Piano Man, the Jonathans, the Brinskys, why we go so Coach Carl, why we go so hard for these kids, because see, the bottom line is they were never the problem. They only operated in a system that the NCAA chose not to be grown up enough to handle putting it out.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah, let me say this real quick. I'm finna jump off here. Jonathan,
Okay.
I've been saying that for a minute about these kids. And I'm like, I be thinking to myself, it's like they get into the kids because their brains are not developing.
It's 100%.
And then some of the, like you said, and some of those family members taking advantage of that, they get the easy way out of they just say the projects, the ghetto, whatever problems they got, to use them to get their eyes off. They're using the kids to ride on their back to ride them out the situation. They using that poor child to get out. That's all I'm saying on that part. And I say to myself, man, have somebody real on your corner that knows what they're doing when it comes to these businesses. Remember, these are teenagers getting this type of money. And you got to have somebody on your corner that knows finance, who knows how the business works. But some of these greedy bastards, and I ain't mean to say it like that, will try to get their clubby hands on every dime they can get off this young kid. That's all I'm going to say about that, because I think about that all the time. You got to find somebody who knows how to play the game when it comes to business. These young kids saying, I see money, they're going to die head first because, hey, it's $1 million. I'm going to play for that guy because I'm getting the money. And the parents who are negative, they're going to take advantage of that kid and take all the money. He probably going to get none of it. That's my opinion. All right, you guys, man. I'm finna jump off this stage and handle me some business.
Before you go, Twister, because we all gonna jump off, but I want to say something that you just said, bro. You got teenagers who have parents with teenage minds as well.
Yes, sir.
And when you find that combination, Jonathan and Bishop, when you have that combination, what you have is a toxic situation, because that's going to continue to breed into something else that nobody's going to want behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, however you want to put it. So salute to you, Twister, for saying it that way, because you do have some family members and some of you guys and gals. Because here's my thought. I'm watching the women's basketball tournament. I'm watching that whole NCAA tournament, both men and women. But I'm finna tell y'all what. My mind went somewhere, Bishop, watching UConn play. I just wonder, what is the value of a UConn starters, the women's basketball? I wonder what is their NIL value, because it's got to be there. Because honest to goodness, Bishop and Jonathan Twister, when you think of the University of Connecticut, it's only one thing you really think of: women's basketball.
Right.
I wonder, those 5 ladies who start for UConn, who are 35 and old, 35, 36 and old, I wonder, Jonathan, what that leverage looks like for them.
A lot different than the men's.
Oh. Put a pin. Piano man, put a pin.
I wonder
I'm just saying.
what it really looks like. And here, these girls are balling. I wonder, what does Don Staley and the University of South Carolina, I wonder, what does their leverage look like? And when you say University of South Carolina, guarantee you, it ain't Beamer in them.
No.
That's the first thought. It's Don Staley. And can I throw you one more while I'm at it? Wonder what the University of Texas, the women's basketball, wonder what that leverage looks like when they're in the limelight, but all you hear about is Arch Manning. I'm just saying. So Bishop, Twister, Jonathan, that's what I'm going to end the show on.
But yes.
I wonder, what does the leverage look like? Like what Jonathan and Twister and Bishop are saying. What are we doing? Like, in the words of the governor, what are we talking about? Because it might sound like we don't know what we're talking about, but we know what we're talking about. It's not fair. And so for that 18-year-old guy who's getting all of this attention on some teams, however that's going, but you got this University of Connecticut women's basketball team who's 35, 36 and old, and you don't hear nothing about them except for their basketball. You don't hear nothing else about the business side of them. So as Jonathan was talking, and as Bishop was talking, as Twister was talking, my mind went in that direction. I just named you 3 top women basketball programs that's making that school bank money. Because when UConn comes to town, Jonathan, that's the hardest ticket to find.
Oh,
that
yeah.
women's basketball team, I was watching them play somebody, and that arena was packed out. And those tickets are not cheap. So I just wonder, what's the leverage? We might have to talk about that one day, but I'll say this. When you put it all in this totality, Bishop, is what you said, what Jonathan said, what Twister said. Parents, you better start thinking championship of your child. We're not talking about championships in winning games. We're talking about championships in winning in life. And your child has this chance and this shot to go to the next level, but you got your little pea brain thinking on how you think it should go. What Jonathan said, and Bishop said, you better get somebody with some literacy to help you out. Because if you don't, you still gonna be stuck on first base. Still gonna be stuck.
Yeah, that's just my opinion. That's all I said. It. That's my opinion. You gotta have somebody to help you.
You gotta have somebody to help you, Twister. I'm with you, bro. You better. And so the question is, so I was about to say this before I got off the camera. Shout out to Jonathan and Coach Carl, Rep One. Them
Please.
doing some stuff. So and thank
Major
y'all,
salute to you.
Jonathan, for
Thank
allowing
you.
me to do my little part in it.
Roll Tide.
I'm gonna do everything that I can do on where I am. Matter of fact, Jonathan, I already started, bro. Matter of fact, anyway, I'll tell you about it later.
No,
I've already started some stuff, and bro, y'all gonna be hearing from me here in the next little bit. But I shout out to Rep One for doing it the
Rep
right
One.
way.
Salute, big salute to him.
The
Big
right
salute.
way. Jonathan,
appreciate you
salute to
guys.
y'all. And bro, let me know when the next camp comes so I can be there.
Bro, well, actually, I don't have a camp lined up till probably end of April, after April into May. So yeah, we're working on a lot of stuff right now. I'll put it this way: we're announcing here soon that, well, it's already in place now, but we're partnering with Jesse Williams over there in Elite Pacific Sports in Australia. So we get an exposure for everybody, man. Like,
No
as
doubt.
far as that goes, we got a lot of stuff working, a lot of stuff behind the scenes working,
Good.
coming out here. But yeah, I just want to give one last piece of advice for everybody that's out there listening. Look, if you're an 18-year-old kid, you need two people in your corner, at least two different types. You better have one that can solve solutions, and then the other one's going to be definitely somebody that's going to be able to tell you the truth. In other words, if you ain't a Division I talent, you ain't a Division I talent, right? So if you Division II, you Division II. You need those two types of people in your corner. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
I hear you. Appreciate you. Bishop, closing words, bro.
Closing words. What you believe and what you think, you're right. But it only can get off the ground if you're willing to tell the truth.
That's it. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to close with this. There's a difference between reality, opinion, and what's right in truth. There's a difference. Opinion is just your perception of how how you believe it. But what reality is what is.
Yep.
And then deal with what is. Because if you can deal with what is, it'll slow you down from being a has-been. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yep.
I want to thank everybody for coming. 3 hours and 32 minutes. We were about to get ready to go, and Jonathan steps in.
I'm sorry, my bad, man.
No, bro.
No, don't you apologize.
Because listen, I send you the link every day.
I know you do.
You're in it, bro. You're in the family. So and everything. But and then Jonathan opens up this wealth of information that actually needed to be discussed. And we had some fun talking about the truth and the opinion and all that kind of stuff. And then we got to talking about the same thing from a serious side.
Yep.
Y'all, we're in some funny times in sports, not just college, high school as well. I'm telling you, you're about to see some stuff starting now in high school sports that you will have never ever seen before. Thank you. I'm just saying. So I thank everybody for coming. Moon Rocker, all y'all cats over there in the chat, thank y'all, everybody. And wait a minute. And on behalf of Stephen Hicks, he had to go, but Stephen said something. Wait a minute. I got to go back because y'all. Here we go. Stephen said this, and don't forget, the No Mercy crew still wishes nothing but the worst for everyone except Alabama.
And that's my buddy. Hey, that's how you get down. Hey, he's standing on his truth.
He stand on his truth
You damn
every
right.
day. Him and OG Gill, we wish you nothing but the absolute worst, except for Alabama, man. I had to throw that out there. But I thank everybody for coming today and just continue to stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord. Remember, this kitchen is big enough for everybody to cook in. And thank you for allowing the gumbo chefs and the 401k crew and all the other parts of the crews that's in the crew to come to your crib and just chill out at your house for a minute. And today we chilled out for 3 hours, so we're sorry, but we're not sorry. Bishop, Twister, Coach Carl, Jonathan, Governor, B Sharp, man, thank y'all for coming in today and making things what they were. Now, because we've been on here so long this morning, I'm not going to have a show this evening, but I might pick it back up tomorrow. I might do 2 tomorrow, and I might. I
Let
got to
KT
see.
know, bro.
But, oh, yeah, I'm going to let KT know. KT, thank you for all you've done. But KT got a lot of compliments the other day about how she made the show go, and that spells good. But again, thank everybody for what they're doing. Jonathan, man, finally he came by. Jonathan's hard working, y'all. He's got a schedule out this world. And but I will say this, Bishop. See, I don't do too much bragging, but when I went to the camp a couple of weeks ago, Jonathan will tell you I came prepared.
Man, saved my butt. I'm not gonna lie. He brought a tripod. I left my tripod at home.
I had like 3 tripods, Bishop. I let Jonathan use
super
one.
There you go. Hey, that's what family do. That's what family does.
And that's how it goes. So, man, I'm glad to be part of a family, of my immediate family, my 401k family, the Gumbo Chefs family, the Rep One family, the crew. I'm just glad. So, with that being said, the kitchen is closed, y'all, for the rest of the day.
Gosh.
Don't forget, be sharp. Sharpshooter Sports Talk comes on tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now, I know B Sharp over here talking all that foolishness. Joe Montana is still the greatest, not Tom Brady. And Terry Bradshaw is a distant second.
Ooh.
Tom Brady. No. Joe Montana's first, Bradshaw second, Eli's third, and maybe Tom Brady.
Whoa.
That's for another episode right there.
Yeah, it is. Hey, pin it right there, because we coming back to that.
Why do I say that? Tom never could beat Eli. Truth, fact, fiction, whether you like it or not.
We putting a pin. You being messy. Being straight messy right now.
You kind of make gumbo now, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not. So be sharp. Eat your heart out, bro. Tom Brady might be 5th on the list. Because remember, he has more losses than Drew Brees.
See, you ain't right. Hey, y'all. Hey, much love to you. Slow. You ain't right, PB.
Man, hey, listen, I don't know everything. I just know what I'm talking about. And that right there, I know what I'm talking about. Tom Brady never could beat Eli. Drew Brees didn't lose a Super Bowl. Joe Namath didn't either. Kenny Stabler didn't either. But Tom Brady did.
Now you being messy like
that. Yeah, he is. Look, they gonna all right now. All right, they gonna snip it.
So for all you Tom Brady, Steve Young didn't lose one. Tom Brady, if you notice, you can back up further. Oh,
all right.
Wait a minute.
Salute.
Jalen Hurts.
Oh, don't start. No. We're putting a pin. All right, y'all. That's been an excellent show today. P Funk's done lost his mind.
By the time it's all over with Bishop and Jonathan, Tom Brady might be number 99.
Nah.
Oh, you wrong for that. All right, man.
Hey, y'all have a great day.
Much love to everybody. Have an awesome day. Go out and do something and be great.
Be great. Jonathan, be safe. We love you, bro. Roll Tide, Bishop. Keep them Sooners going and everything. And y'all be sure to tune in tonight to be sharp. And the kitchen is closed. The gumbo chefs are gone and Piano Man is out. See you later, Tom Brady. Roll Tide.